said, now I'm ready.
Already was, but I'm more ready now.
Oh, sweet God.
I forgot to close those. Close that. Don't need that open anymore. Close Spotify before I forget because I always have music playing. Okay. Damn it. All right. Recording vertically. Recording horizontally just in case. Taking a bite of my Kit Kat because Kit Kat.
Oh, yeah. Kit Kats and peanut M&Ms are the go-to.
Oh, fuck yeah. And now I'm going live. Let's mute this before it comes on during the podcast and I forget I have it up. Oh shit, I'm live on Twitch. God fucking damn it. Hold on. I forgot.
Oh. The
I
bloopers
forgot
for
to
tonight
put
are going to be great.
bandwidth mode on. I forgot. There we go. Bandwidth test mode so I could just go live on YouTube only. Stoner ass.
Oh, God.
Okay. All right. There we go. Bandwidth test mode on. YouTube on.
Jeez.
I hate when I do that. All right. Now we're only live on YouTube.
All right.
They did not see it. No one saw a thing.
Good.
No alerts were sent out.
A figment of your imagination.
Good old Kit Kat. I don't know why I chose to eat that now, but I did.
One of them stoner mentalities.
I don't know. Mouth, chocolate mouth. All right, you start it.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Turnbuckle Talk, of course, with Josh and myself, the Kraken Wrestling Josh. And we had another great week of some
Did we?
wrestling. Well,
Did
we'll
we?
get into it. We'll get into it.
What's wrestling?
Well,
All I know is famous people.
famous people coming back from being on a 6-month concert tour. I mean, it was a great week in wrestling. Okay, but before we get there, how was the rest of your week? Last we talked was Tuesday.
It was good. Watched Dynamite on Wednesday with Rick G. And then just didn't watch SmackDown. Not that I heard SmackDown. I saw the clips after the fact, but I was out. I decided to DoorDash instead. I just literally went and DoorDashed all day yesterday. And Thursday I kind of did the same. But just it was a good day. But yeah, I heard the SmackDown stuff.
Yeah,
I was listening to it while I was dashing.
I think a lot of people heard it and didn't have to see it.
Like that's literally there's nothing else to start off with than the Cody Randy opening SmackDown segment. Like there's nothing else to talk about besides that to start, I feel.
I mean,
So I'll let you, since you were watching it, go
Mhm.
ahead and break it down and give your thoughts on it first. Because you watched it live. I was just like listening to it. So
Yeah, so I mean, Randy comes out there and he's talking to the people, and he lives, of course, from St. Louis, and he explains that he's not doing this for the people there in St. Louis. He's doing it for, and he counted them out, his family that's in the crowd. I was like, fuck yeah, Randy, I get this. We're doing this for your family. That's awesome. Your wife, your kids, that's fantastic. Here comes Cody. I was like, well, here we go. 15
and they
security
just brawled
guards.
right
Yeah,
away.
they just followed. I was excited. No security guards. And then Cody is awkwardly looking behind him, like he feels someone staring a hole through his fucking back. I was like, all right, well, maybe whoever it is going to show up. Long and behold, this guy gets in the ring with sunglasses on and punches him right in the crotch, hits him below the belt, kicks him in the nuts. And I was like, all right, it's McAfee. Even in my reaction, I said, what the fuck? It's McAfee. I was like, all right, let's hear what he's got to say. Because he gets the mic. And of course, he goes through and he's talking about the shit I think I've said. I think you've said it. The product's been ass. And he says it. SmackDown's some of the worst numbers. Ticket sales ain't ticket selling. He made fucking sense.
They are.
And the
They are
reason
dangerous
I
though.
think so many people are upset that it's McAfee is because it's fucking McAfee. I mean, if it would have been anyone else, I think here's my thing, and the reason is we had Travis Scott try to pull the same shit last year. That fell through. That was flat. I probably could have went out there and done something better than what Travis Scott did. You could have, any of us. And I think we're worried that it's gonna be the same scenario with McAfee. But the difference is we have seen McAfee in matches against Adam Cole on NXT. We have seen him in the ring with Austin Theory. We've seen him in the ring, of course, get put to sleep by Gunther most recently. But I think a lot of people are worried that's gonna be the same shit scenario we got last year. That's a fucking repeat because creative can't think of anything fucking else at the moment.
Okay. So did you not think it was that, like, as bad as some people make it sound,
No, I don't. I
or
think it's just we're worried it's gonna be the same shit show we got last time. A lot of people were expecting it to be Cowboy Bobble, and that was one of my picks. But we both talked about it. He's too old for new people to know who it is to give a damn. Okay? Ted DiBiase Jr. He just got out of a lawsuit. He could have been there, but who the fuck would have known him? He would have got the Scotty Too Hottie entrance, like you said. Stephanie McMahon. She showed up on Monday, so it's not going to be her. A lot of people are
yeah.
like, it's going to be
She would have
Vince.
made way more sense though, in
I,
my opinion. Just
she would have. A lot of people was like, it's going to be Vince McMahon. I don't think it's going to be fucking Vince.
I didn't see that one.
I mean, I don't know. Kevin Owens could have been Kevin, but I don't think he's wanting to get
That would have been
involved
best case scenario, but
in
he's definitely
this.
not
Yeah.
ready.
It's just, I think a lot of people are too worried we're going to get the same shit show. Travis Scott walked down the ramp doing his thing and get in there and try to slap him, and it'd be fucking nothing.
That's fair. That's understandable. And now, so that was a pretty solid breakdown of it, but I want to go a little bit more in depth on what he said.
Yes.
So you already talked about it though, but I want to actually quote him here. So this is exactly what I want to do. I want to quote what he said, give a better idea of maybe why people didn't like his promo. So first and foremost, actually, before I even do that, this supposedly, according to Body Slam through their Patreon, was a non-scripted promo, and they told him to shoot.
Yeah.
So there was some people on Twitter saying, mad about, some of the lines, saying, oh, this is towards you and you. So let's just go over the quote. This is what he said when he grabbed the mic. Pat McAfee says, about a month ago, I was doing a Q&A and I was asked when I was going to return to the WWE. And I said that I thought the business had passed me by. And I don't remember if I said this on my stream or on the podcast, but I said it somewhere that I believe that is when I go, oh, he's coming back soon. I didn't think it would be for this, obviously. I don't think really anyone did. But I was like, I just thought it meant commentary. You know what I mean? He'll be back in commentary soon then. So, okay. I just want to throw that out there. He said, this business that I loved since I was a kid, I could no longer watch. I thought it was absolute shit. So Randy called me. He said, business did not pass you by. It's just in a direction that none of us like. Why, when I turn on WWE TV, do I have to watch two 5'5" guys doing a 45-minute Iron Man match 10 weeks straight for no rhyme or reason when Randy Orton is around? So I think I'm going to pause there for a second because there's more. So I think I saw a lot of problems with that specific quote, the 5'5", 45-minute match. I think the biggest problem with that, at least for me, is that's been the most enjoyable part of SmackDown recently, is the smaller guys US Open title challenge going out there and putting on the best pro wrestling match on the show.
Mhm.
Um, that's my problem because everything else has been mainly forgettable. And so the rest of the quote, it kind of makes I kind of get where he's going when I finish the rest of the quote when there's more to it. But I saw a lot of hate for that. Like, oh, I saw people saying like Ilya Mello, that's about you guys, and look who's not on Mania. I understand where the hate for that comment comes from, but let me continue here. So he says, um, SmackDown fresh off the worst rated episode of all time, which you brought up, has a puppet for a champion, a man who repeats everything we hate. Cody, I'm the one on the phone telling Randy Orton he needs to kill everything because the business that you are leading is terrible. He's going to save this fucking business. So basically, he's saying, why are these guys having 45-minute matches, these smaller guys, when you have Randy fucking Orton here? Um, Understandable, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. But The fact that we're putting the blame on Cody is where I have this issue. So obviously, yeah, they always rely heavy on who's holding the belt, how business is doing for that company, and who's the world champ at the time. It's always been that way. And Meltzer put this out himself. He said it's funny that that's what Pat said, and obviously it's a shoot, so he just said what he said. And he's kind of just doing the echo chamber tweets is what he's kind of his promo was about how bad SmackDown was the week before, yada yada. He's just kind of just repeating what was said on Twitter. But what Dave pointed is that they're still doing very well, like weekly ticket wise. They're still doing very well everywhere else. It's just WrestleMania is just not selling as much as it did last year. It's not like doing terribly. It's still
No.
like they've have over like 30 something thousand each night sold right now, or even more, like maybe even 40 now. But like it's just not exactly where it was last year at this point. So it's funny. He's like, it's not. It's yeah, it's down. Mania's down, but he's like, it's they're actually doing really fucking good still weekly. Like they're doing really well. So that's funny that he has to like bring that up when it's just really an echo chamber comment more than anything online. So
Yeah.
I feel like just the fact that he in an unscripted promo, if that's true, according to Body Slam, he would shit on other guys in the company while blaming Cody. It reminds me of the Baron Corbin thing when like Vince and Triple H and Stephanie came out and he was Constable Corbin. He was like running, he was GM essentially. And they called him Constable Corbin. And then they blamed him for the show
Mhm.
sucking in kayfabe. It's almost like a slap in our face. Like, we know you guys are the ones who help lead the charge of the creative. Why are you blaming it in story on this guy who's who's a scapegoat? I feel that's what Pat made Cody. And it's not a message from WWE because if this was what Body Slam's saying, it was just, hey, unscripted promo, go out and talk shit. You know, we ain't telling you what to say. Then obviously it's not a WWE directed thing, like, hey, we want you to say these things. So it's just Pat shooting from the hip. I think that's what pisses people off even more.
Yeah.
Especially the IWC, is it was Pat's words, not like WWE's, like, him telling him what to say, and if someone took it that way, I don't see it that way, especially if that's true. Um, but then it didn't help that Mello lost to Sammy in the main event,
God
and he didn't get added to
almighty.
the match, and they're kinda doubling down on not putting him in the match. So I think just a combination of a few things last night, because I literally the only thing I saw about good matches was really Cardona Alistair is what I've heard people saying that was like there was a comment, so I actually went through Dropkick and Cage Match yesterday, like last night, and mainly Dropkick had more comments because they allow like instant ratings instead of
Mhm.
Cage Match, like makes you wait after so long. Um, so Dropkick had a lot of comments, and one of the top comments on the episode about Alistair and Matt was like, "This match was the Miswa Kabashi compared to the rest of the show."
Yeah.
And I cracked up so hard. And if anyone knows, that match is touted as like one of the best pro wrestling matches ever. So that cracked me the fuck up. Because when I was out and about, my friend Alex told me that, like, man, this match, they're actually cooking right now. Like, they're actually having a really good match. So it kind of echoed what he had said, just to see if a lot of people agreed. And that's how it was compared to. I was like, that's hysterical because it was obviously a joke. But and then I also saw people always pointing to the ref getting cursed as like the other like funny, memorable moment. So I think it was a combination of just Pat's words, the underwhelming reveal of it being Pat, because they did say, oh, like, or not they, but like Randy was like talking about legacy and like it just felt like they were really building this feud upon their history. And it didn't even have to be Ted. It didn't have to be his dad. I mean, his dad, yes, he is old. I did see him a few years ago at WrestleCon,
Mhm.
and he's older, but he was still didn't look, fucking well, he couldn't do anything. I'm not expecting him to take bumps anyways. Fuck
Yeah.
that. But that would have made way more sense than Pat. Like, why is he talking to Pat, getting advice from Pat McAfee, a Pro Bowl or a Hall of Fame? I think he's in the Hall of Fame. I don't remember, but he should be for the NFL Hall of Fame. But anyways, why the fuck is he taking advice from him?
That's the part I can't answer that part. That's the one part that still bothers me. Like, I feel like they were planning on it being someone else at first, and something had to have fell through. And if that's the
No.
case, we'll find out.
If the dirt sheets are true, PW Insider is claiming that this was planned, and it was a call from Ari Emanuel, the top of, well, I forget what his actual title is, but he's one of the top TKO guys, execs.
And why is TKO, like, I understand they
That's what I'm
oh,
saying.
why are they still getting involved in the creative? And, like, Triple H will take the fault. Like, even if Amari does it, like, they'll be like, people will blame Triple H, but like, "Can't do nothing creatively wise to fix this." And obviously TKO has more authority over creative now than people sitting in the room.
So I disagree with you when it comes to you saying that you think it's mainly people. Like I do agree to an extent when you say like people can expect like, but I already think it's already gotten to that Travis Scott point. Like, yeah, it's not the match yet, but we're already getting there with the fucking turning of the story. It's basically the same, but in story form. Like, how the fuck do you ruin that? That was one of your best builds. And then it's Pat Mac, and Pat's funny. He has great moments on commentary. Pat Strader's great. Like, he's enjoyable in certain situations. This was not the time to include him in a storyline.
Like I
Not the
said,
biggest fan of him on commentary,
yeah.
but like this, I think I've never seen a more universally hated move in recent WWE, like in the last 4 years. Like, obviously, since Triple H has been Booker, basically.
Yeah. I mean,
This is the most universally hated amongst everyone that I've seen. WWE stands, even fucking what is that guy? The one that always fucking defends WWE, JD from NY or whatever.
oh yeah, he was pissed off about it
He
too.
hated it, and
Yeah,
he defends almost anything they do,
yeah, he does. I
and
like it.
he was shitting on it.
I just I don't know. I'm just hoping it's not the same Travis Scott shit, and that's what like I said. I feel like that's what a lot of
I think
people
it's
are
already,
worried.
I think it's already there on that level, but it didn't have to happen in the match. It happened in the story form, and it's already there.
I don't know. I just hope if he's going to be in Randy's corner, I hope he can do better than what Travis did.
He doesn't need to be in Randy's corner. That's the point.
I
There's no
know,
need. It's already fucked.
but it's already there. We're there. So I guess
So
Jelly.
fucking reverse it. There's 2
Uh,
weeks. Get rid of it. Fucking 86 it. Let's go. Make moves. Have him get fucking put in a fucking buried alive for some fucking reason. I don't even. It doesn't have to make sense. Get him out of there.
have Corey Graves take him out. By God.
Oh God. Oh. And I have nothing
Yeah.
against Corey, but he doesn't need to be filling a spot either. We don't even have Ilya and Mello in this build right now to Mania. Why the fuck do these guys need to be in it?
You know
That's,
it's.
I think, what pisses more people off is that we have
Mhm.
all. And I always say, yeah, it's not an everyone needs to be on the card thing. But if
Yep.
you're going to,
Yep.
why aren't they included?
And there's other people missing from the card. We don't have.
How about a SmackDown WrestleMania, Andre? Oh, Mello won it last year. Thanks.
We don't have the women's US title yet on the card. We don't have the tag
And
titles
there's
on the
rumors of
card.
Asuka and Asuka and Io are rumored to be on there, and they're not even on the card yet. And it's like, fuck, man. There's so many people. Like, if you're gonna do it, hey, everyone participate, Mania, like they've been doing the last fucking 6 years or
Yep.
however long now. Fucking at least get your top people on and not these fucking celebrities. And I know Pat's part of WWE now. He's not necessarily a celebrity. He's wrestled a lot, like you brought up. He's had good matches. He's done a lot of things. So he's more of a actual part of WWE now than he is a celebrity, but he's still his bulls. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they just want. The rumor is that he's there for in this storyline for name value and WrestleMania, and that's what WrestleMania has always been. They've always been doing it since WrestleMania 1. Bringing in all these celebrities, but making them part of stuff. That's what
Mhm.
Cyndi Lauper is not even in the Hall of Fame for yet. She was part of WrestleMania 1, the first ever one, and she was one of the biggest names that helped crossover. And so I get why this is happening. I just don't agree with it, especially when a story that necessarily didn't need it because it was already pretty much well liked.
And have you seen of course you have, but all of the damn celebrities that's going to be on WrestleMania in some fashion? It's I think it's more than it's been
Yeah,
in a long time.
well, maybe I don't know if I saw the list, but like when I think off the top of my head, like I know Lil Yachty, and he's been here and there the last few years on Smack, like appearing in the crowd and whatnot. He came out with Trick, and I saw people. I didn't see that part, but I did see someone saying the fact that Trick came out with Yachty and Yachty talked for him more than Trick talked for himself. I guess I don't know if that's true, but that's crazy if that's what happened because I didn't see that. But
True. I mean, he was doing like the ad lib that Booker T would do in between the music. He didn't really talk. Like he was more of his hype man.
no,
Uh,
okay,
So, but yeah, he was on the mic a lot. Um, I th- it was probably one of Trick's better heel promos against Sammy.
nice, good then. Sarah said Fightful has reported that WWE is very well aware of the backlash. I'm assuming from last night, and she says, but she doesn't doubt they do anything to change it. I really don't think so either, especially if it came from the top of TKO.
Yeah, like their hands are probably tied. Like there's nothing they can do.
Like, if that's true, if it came from Ari and them, then, like and I'm assuming that they're gonna be all stubborn and be like, "Well, we already started it. We got 2 weeks. Let's just continue it."
Yep, they are.
They could
Unfortunately,
fucking reverse it if they really wanted to. Just say gotta have Pat get attacked or
you know they
something,
will
like,
take
"Yeah,
out
you
Pat
weren't ready."
McAfee.
Like, I don't know, just have, like, fucking Cody fucking do the old fucking School Attitude Era shit, put him in the fucking back of a limo or something and have it get, like, fucking smashed or
Yeah,
something with him in it, and he gets pulled out last second, but he's still all fucked up. I don't know, you know what I mean?
I do.
Do something. You don't have to go to that extreme, but I'm just saying they could do something.
And on the other side of this, Cody did cut a pretty raw promo himself after the fact.
Yeah, there was a report that came out that said apparently after Pat's promo, that wasn't part of anything. Like they had Cody come out because they were like, well, we have to make sense of his promo now.
Yep, and it
And I don't
was
remember what happened in that promo. I remember so I was kind of busy during that part, but I remember he did come out. So what did he say?
I'm getting down to because it's at the very bottom of this. He hits the ring, hits the crossroads. He says we waited to meet Randy Orton's mystery opponent, and it was Pat McAfee. He said, and that's as bad as
Oh,
if
I
Kevin
remember
Nash and Scott Hall, the third man, was Disco Inferno.
Inferno.
He calls
God,
McAfee.
he hates Inferno, man. He always throwing strays at him.
He
Love it.
said, "Call McAfee a hat rack who's going to get what's coming to him." He also called him a lower muscular Logan Paul, if I remember correctly. And he said, "Oh no," he said, "You're gonna get what's coming to you, and you can tells him and whoever else to kiss his ass." And he said, "Oh no, that went too far. What are you gonna do? Fire me? That worked real well for you last time."
They're probably just trying to get more heat for Pat. I mean, he got heat already, but it was not the heat they wanted. It was go away heat.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like this promo is it like you could tell it was personal, coming
Mm,
from Cody in a sense because I don't think
he made it
he's
believable,
happy.
yeah.
I don't think he's happy with the direction either.
I mean, he was visibly not happy, like, on TV when they had him do the thing where he was saying that he wasn't gonna challenge Roman at Mania, like, that everyone visibly could tell his face was, like, when he won the Rumble the second time. Then, obviously, with the Backlash, they flipped it around, but that was so far ahead of Mania, so there was a lot of time to salvage that, um, which they did, thankfully. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I just this and on top I think it's not just how that ended up turning out last night, but I think it's just how lackluster a lot of the build has already been on top of it, just which piled on to everyone's, like, disdain right now for what things are happening. So, like, Rhea and Jade is just so fucking forgettable, and I know they did a thing last night, and I think Rhea won clean over whoever she faced or whatever, and there
Michin.
was no shenanigan. Yeah, and there was, like, very little shenanigans or, like, none at all in that match, which kinda surprised me. And same with the women's tag match too, that one ended clean. But, yeah, I think it's just a lot of the disdain comes just from that being really bad turnout on top of a lot of stuff that people aren't already liking anyways. That's why it's just getting even more like, more because like, I last Friday was really bad too, like, that was and then, Pat referred to that, but I just don't think it's smart to bring up fan ratings on TV. 'Cause that's what cage match is a fan rating system, and he brought that up, brought up being one of the most disliked SmackDowns, put the blame on Cody, for all of this, when we all know like, and I'm not saying they need a whole Triple H accountable on TV, like, they can, but, like and they won't allow them to, which is gonna be obvious if they did, they'd probably get in trouble. But I'm just I don't know. It just everything feels lazy and just stupid at this point. Not everything, a lot of it does. Like, on top of the Punk being old shit instead of like, oh, like Roman like, when we were talking about that tonight, it's like it's just like, why even go to that level for Roman if you're not gonna be reciprocated on the opposite side and it just be an old thing, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking make it something else and for him. Like, and there's so much low-hanging fruit for Punk. So, I'm again, overall, I think it's just a lot of build for a lot of this has just become lackluster. And that was the tipping point for a lot of people last night, was it being Pat. Because that was one of the few things that I think a lot of people thought was gonna be good.
Yeah, I think it was the last hope for a lot of people.
I mean,
For
Brock and Oba is gonna be great. Like, that's been a really good
that's
build.
probably gonna be the most
So
liked
there's still
match.
things out there that's good, but a lot of it's been oof. So
Yeah,
I think just last night was a tipping point for a lot of people who were still trying to hold out hope.
yeah. I think all hope is lost now, unfortunately.
For some people, I think
Yeah,
that weren't expecting them to be, they definitely that's why the frustration online appeared last night because a lot of people really lost hope last night with this
and
mania. Like, and I saw Ibu say, like, someone like asked Ibu, like, "What should I do? I'm really losing hype for this mania." And I always love
mhm,
WrestleMania. This was like the one of the first manias I don't have a lot of hype going into.
yep,
And Ibu quote tweeted it, and he was like, "Don't watch the weekly TV for the rest of the build. Just watch Mania." When it happens, you'll probably enjoy it more that way. At this point, you still got 2 weeks of shows to avoid. You really don't wanna be
yeah.
disappointed anymore.
So on the other side of this odd build-up they're doing, I know we're talking about the Cody side. How do you feel about how they're doing this ISO speed involvement and LA Knight going to his house?
Well, that got a lot of praise, and I'm fine with it too. Like, again, I'm fine just in the sense of I understand why this happens at Mania
Mhm,
and stuff nowadays. I get it, and it's cool just to see a person in the streamer space to get this rec. You know, I know Logan's a YouTuber, but someone a streamer like in this type of and Speeds is the biggest streamer out there. You know, Um, so it's just cool in general to see as a streamer myself, but at the same time, I do wish it was like, LA Knight was in a more important feud. Like, obviously, injuries derailed everything that happened with him in the Vision going into this Mania, and stuff. So whatever his initial plan was is more than likely got changed multiple times because of the Braun and Bronson injuries, I feel like,
yep,
and Seth's injuries. So sucks because he just was a factor of injuries. And so yeah, I mean, part of me wishes this was something better, but I'm just glad that they're gotten him in something, I guess. But I mean, I thought it was cool that he went and Speed is a he understands things. You know, he really gets things on a higher level than just a fan. You know, he was doing press after he got attacked and thrown into his monitor, and he's crazy and he's done that shit before where he jumps into his PC or whatever the fuck.
eh,
And so yeah, Allie and I went there and got his receipt, threw him into his fucking setup and stuff, which was fucking hilarious and it was caught great. And then he speeds all fucking in a sling and a fucking wrapped up on his arm. He had like a little bandage on his forehead or something.
yep,
And he was doing what I liked the most is he was doing press afterwards or like at like some like events doing some like shit. And he was asked, is like, oh, so I think someone said something about him like doing the fake wrestling or whatever the fuck they said. I don't remember the exact quote, but they said something. He was like, nah, he's like, yeah, no, he came and he threw me in my setup and beat my ass. And like he was selling the shit out of it. Like he was just, kind and it was funny to me because then I remember when Tony Khan was selling the Bucks beat down on him at the
yeah,
NFL draft.
in the
And there
fucking
was
neck
there
brace.
was those WWE stands on yeah, it's not a lot of them, but there's a vocal, minority of those fucking tribalist WWE stands will shit on anything they do, and they were talking shit about it. And then you see Speed in a similar situation doing his stuff. He was doing like an NFL thing later that day, and he was like, talking about it and like, promoting it and people those same accounts promoting it. Oh, this guy knows the business. Da, 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 da,
Yep,
da. So I just found that funny. This little side note that those tribalist IWC accounts who are just WWE stands were shitting on Tony for doing that at the NFL draft last year or however long ago that was. And then Speed does something similar, who's not even really that part of WWE, just only in the sense of showing up here and there. And he gets madly praised. Funny.
yeah. It is crazy how when one company does one thing, it'll get absolutely shit on, and if the other company does it, it's just top tier. By God,
So last night I had got home, after I like dashed like all day. So I got home later last night, pretty late, and scrolling Twitter, catching up on all the clips people were posting of everything and just people's opinions, and I was like retweeting a lot of it because I was already kind of at my point where like, I don't need to watch SmackDown regularly right now
you know.
until it gets a little bit better. And plus, I can watch it on demand anytime I want. It wasn't. I'm at the point to where I don't need to watch SmackDown live. It's just that forgettable in 3 hours. The 3 hours was really pushing it already, and then it being this bad. Ugh. Um, so yeah, so I was scrolling Twitter, like all and retweeting all kinds of people's thoughts and opinions and funny clips or whatever. And then I refreshed because I was like, oh, let's see what new tweets I haven't refreshed in like 30 minutes because I was just doom scrolling really. And, the first tweet that popped up was Tony Khan, and it was from 14 minutes ago. I was like, "Oh, shit." And all it said was, "AEW, we're the best wrestle," or something like that. No context at all. And then he, like, tagged TNT and, like, TBS, like, all the fucking whatever pages, and it cracked me. I laughed pretty hard for, like, a good 2 minutes. I started laughing. I just remember, like, with Sarah, 'cause I was in Discord with her, she started, "What?" And I read the tweet, and I go, "You know why he tweeted this, just because there's so much discourse about how poor SmackDown was right now." And so,
Yeah,
of course, he had to, and not shitting on it, just AEW, we're the best wrestler or something. It was so fucking hilarious, dude. I could not stop laughing.
I literally had just scrolled back past that someone who retweeted it. Where it's got Tony Khan doing like the stage entrance and hyping up the crowd and going out and like,
Oh, yeah. I think
uh,
that's a Lil Yachty video that
I
people
th-
use with AI. It's
I think
funny.
it is, and it's just Collision, TNT Drama, AEW, TBS, Sports on
Yeah.
Max.
He just tags all their affiliates, dude. But that cracked me up. I was like, "Of course you know why he's tweeting this, because of all the fucking discourse about how ass SmackDown was."
Which I mean, it makes sense. He doesn't even have to say what it's to, and like we know exactly why he did this and why he said it.
I saw, that, and again, I don't really care about TV ratings today, but it is interesting to see AEW right now on a course of where they're gaining ratings
Mhm.
massively, and it's not like, "Oh, they're up 20,000." No, they're back up to near 800,000 in certain, if not more. So supposedly, and I say supposedly, but Meltzer reported that the Nelson ratings, like the quarter ratings for the Kenny, Swerve match,
Mhm.
was their most watched segment in AEW in, like, years. It was, like, 821,000 average for
Mhm.
Swerve
I
Kenny
don't doubt it.
too.
Yeah, I do not doubt
And
it.
I was like, "Holy shit." Because, like, if you paid attention when AEW first started, that was kinda like their average was near 800,000, if not more, when they were, like, 2019, 2020. Might have dropped during COVID, but I feel like it was still up there. Because everyone was home. So, yeah, so they end 2021 era, like, when everything started picking back up. So they were, and then, of course, streaming came involved more with both companies are on streaming platforms now, so ratings don't even really matter in the sense of, and they shouldn't in the fan space, but just to see that is like, damn, like, they were down in the 400, 500,000s there for a while.
They
So to
were.
see that many people watching again, AEW is cool. I mean, doesn't affect me personally. I don't care how many people watch at the end of the day, as long as the company's still on TV, I'm gonna be happy. But
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching no matter what. I mean,
yeah, if it's a YouTube weekly show, if it's still as good as it is right now, I'm gonna watch it.
yeah, I mean, my thing is how many people, and like, of course, we'll never know, but will transition. Like, oh, I can't stand this shit, and just check out AEW.
There was some tweets saying like, I have shit on AEW in the past, but I am curious like what they're doing, what's out there right now because I'm not enjoying. Like I've seen a few of that, and I'll see people be like, "Yeah, check this, this, and this out," or just honestly, and I've seen like a few people like, "Just wait for the pay-per-views, like you'll really enjoy those." Because yeah, sometimes the weekly episodes are hit and miss, but they've been pretty good lately.
Oh,
I haven't watched Collision enough to say much about that, but
the pay per views, like, even though they can go 6 hours at times, pay per views are phenomenal.
yeah. And then my friend Alex says in the chat, "It's wild to me that a 14-time world champ needs advice from a commentator." Exactly.
Yeah,
It's silly. But, we had Stand and Deliver tonight.
we
NXT
did.
put on a good show.
They did, which I'm glad. A lot of surprises.
I I what were the surprises?
Well, first for me, Soluka and Zarya. I had Zarya winning this.
Yeah, I had Zarya winning too, but Soul's definitely a big star, so I'm not overly surprised.
I feel like she doesn't need the women's NXT title to be main event roster. Main roster. We've seen her in the Rumble. We've seen her at John Cena's go home show or last show. We've seen her have her great moments in the ring on the main show, and the crowd reacts good to her. She don't need the title. She's one of those that can go without it and not be affected.
Well, I forgot what interview said it, but someone said that a lot of the time, as a former talent, that when it comes to call-ups, it's timing, not if they're ready. So when I think about it and how the division looks for the women right now, they could be very beneficial on SmackDown, like
Yes.
Soul, JC. Because I thought Kendall would win. So I had JC, Soul, and like Lola all gonna be probably going up, and um, Lola won, which we'll get into, and Soul won, and she's already announced, she wants to go for the women's title. Um, so I'm fine with it because, like, yeah, you could put them immediately in the US title scene with, Kiana and Julia and whoever else, Chelsea when she's back, Selena. And it would be a breath of fresh air. I just feel like with the booking of the company right now, maybe they should just stay in NXT for a little bit. I don't know.
I don't think the booking's unfortunately, something will have to change when the booking gets better for anyone to probably wanna move up.
It's not even up to them most of the time.
It's not.
I mean, some people get booked well, some people don't. That's just always the name of the game. But it's just the way the WrestleMania build has been. It gets me nervous for people going up.
I mean, Roxanne, she's had a good she was doing great, and she, of course, had to take time off because of the surgery, but now she's back. I feel like she's gonna continue her momentum she had, so I feel like, honestly, I felt like Soruka, like, I felt like she was so ready, in my opinion, and, of course, I
Oh, she
could
is. There's so many that are Fallon, JC, Soul, Lola. Like they're all more than ready, like talent wise, mic work, everything. It's just
yeah.
WWE sometimes makes moves and then they don't know what to do with that person. Powerhouse Hobbs being one of them,
Oh, so
or they just want him to learn the WWE style more, which is funny because why don't you put him in NXT? But supposedly his deal was to where he would always be main roster and never do NXT. So I guess that's kind of why they're like, all right, well, main event, bud.
yeah.
Work with the NXT talent we pull up from NXT to do main event.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm more worried about that happening, I guess, right now with some of those women.
Yeah,
Even though I do think they're ready and should be on SmackDown or Raw.
should be, but it'll happen, maybe after SummerSlam would be the safe bet. Maybe things creatively will get better then.
But yeah, so good matches. I felt the first three matches, obviously JC Kendall and Lola was really fucking good. I thought this was probably the match of the night.
Yeah, it's up there in my opinion. I really think Zoruka and Zarya could be match of the night because of the
That was really good too.
story aspect in it. The women on this card were done phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't expect Lola to win. I really thought we were gonna see Kendall get pushed to
God,
the moon here, and she's been pushed to the moon. But I thought they were gonna just strap her up, right, kind of like an Oba family thing. It's like, all right, here you go, you dropped the Evolve title. Here's the NXT Women's title. Um, One thing was there was unfortunate wardrobe malfunction for JC, where the screen was blacked out quite a bit for a long period. But what made that even more unfortunate was the sensor failed at one point to actually not show it, and unfortunately, it showed a portion of the wardrobe malfunction, uh, clear as day, which was very unfortunate. That made me feel really bad for JC, especially at Stand and Deliver. Sucked that she had the issue with the wardrobe, and the fact that the sensor fucked it up and showed it on the broadcast is crazy.
yeah. I mean, I guess I didn't really notice. Like I knew why it was
It
blacking
was
out.
very fast, but it was during a submission and it unblackened, and she was like, I forgot who was in the submission, but JC had someone where she did the back arch thing, and it was blacked out, and then it unblackened, and it was still in that spot, and you could it was, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was very fast, but if you were fully watching, it was like, oh fuck,
I mean, I know like it was it done a lot during the match. So I mean, I
yeah.
honestly like
Yeah, there was a second time where they nothing showed on the second, but the first one, um, yeah, it was 'cause it would black out and they would do a different camera angle where they didn't have to black it up, and
mhm.
then they'd cut back to the other camera angle and they'd have to immediately black out. So I don't know if they had cut back, like they cut away, and then so they were trying to like unblacken, and then they happen to unblacken when they cut. I don't know. Obviously production error. It confuses me how that even happened because there's always one guy, the director, pointing out what camera angles to do, and I don't know how that goes with sensor if he's also in charge of holding the sensor up like that, the blackened screen. But someone's gonna get in trouble for that because that was crazy to me, that production. Even if it was a second, bro. Like when it happened, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like they showed it. Like I covered my mouth. I was like, "Oh no!" Like I post full match reactions to Patreon for PLEs, I'm gonna have to go in there
and
and make
edit.
sure
Yeah,
just
yeah,
that 1 or 2 second little moment. Like it was very fast, but it's there.
yeah, and
So I was like, damn. But overall, besides that moment, like the whole match was really fucking good. I'm
oh,
glad that wasn't right at the finish.
yeah,
'Cause
because
that would have sucked even
they
more.
she hit the shades for gray, and I was like, oh god, this is it. She's getting the title, and then Lola out of nowhere, which she did try fighting off Lola as well. I think she
Yeah.
did get out of it, out of the sleeper, and got her in the roll up and everything. Damn, it was such a great match. And then Lola and Kendall, like by themselves, they done it
They have
again.
such great chemistry with the
They,
jujitsu and the wrestling backgrounds
God
from both women, so
Almighty, man, I love that. Like when it comes to like actual wrestling of that style, dude, that's the best type of wrestling to watch.
Alex in the chat says I had Kendall winning, but I love that they gave Lola her big win, that triple threat. I couldn't even predict who was winning while the match was happening. It was so fast paced and so good, apart from the unfortunate malfunction in poor JC. But yeah, so that match was really, really good. He also says the only reason for his reason for Lola winning was because this was like her third or fourth attempt at the
Yep,
title, and WWE loves having couple champs. I've never really thought of the couple champ thing, I guess, but I really don't even care that Damien and Truth are tag champs. That's so forgettable to me.
I was trying to think about who the hell is Lola. Oh yeah,
But, yeah, no, really good triple threat match. Lola was more than deserving of this. She's
and
put in
then
the work. I mean, she's double champ now with the AAA mixed tag title,
and
so
didn't Vic say that she was the first ever hang on, let's see. I don't think it'll say here.
Cuban champ or something like
I
that.
think so, yeah. I do believe that's what he said. I know she's the first ever. Like, I guess I can't remember exactly how he said it, but she broke a I guess said something. I can't remember. It's not here on the report here that I can find.
I don't see it. But yeah. Yeah, she's something like that. Dude, fucking that tag match tonight, I get vibes of old NXT tag division.
Yeah, yeah. And then Bravo out here just stealing fucking moves, man. I mean, wherever Pete Dunne's at and Tyler Bate, they need to be looking at these guys and just trying to figure out
Well,
why they.
I thought it was Ryu. Wasn't it Ryu who hit the bitter end?
Well,
Arreo, however you say his name?
yeah, but Bravo done the whole thing where he put his head through the rope and came back with the lariat.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
That's Tyler Bates' move,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's
But
just
I
copycats.
popped and Ryo hit bitter end. I was like, "Oh, I hit the bitter end!"
Yeah, he
Like,
did.
I marked the fuck out for that. I love that move, so I popped pretty hard for bitter
But
end.
no, yes, this felt like an old style NXT tag team.
Swipe Right or Vanity Project, dude, they're so good. Like, I when they would, like, appear while they were still part of Just Evolve, when they would appear, I was like, "Ugh," like, I did not like them,
Yeah.
and because they're so easy to hate, and then it dawned on me after they came to NXT, I was like, "Damn, I hate them because 'cause they're really good assholes."
Mhm.
And they're really good wrestlers though too, like, they're so good.
They are. And there was one account that I seen on X, I think it was earlier today. That was like Vanity Project. I think I've seen this before, and it was like the early stages of the Undisputed Era, how they get those heel vibes, and I was like,
That's
okay,
actually not a bad comparison.
okay,
It's a big,
big
Undisputed
role to
Era was
fill,
probably the
yeah,
best faction in NXT, so yeah, that's a hefty comparison, but I could see the vibes for sure. But yeah, Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor, they're so fucking good in the ring.
they are like they just continue to get better. Like, and Booker T made a good point. A year ago, they were at home wanting to be on the cards for WWE.
Well,
And
I'm sure they were working indies, but
oh
yeah.
yeah, but not now. They went through Evolve quickly through Evolve, and now tag champs within like I think the first month. 2 months later on the Stand and Deliver, and had a great match against a tag team, of course, that we know who.
Arguably match of the night. I thought that
Yeah,
match was fucking great.
and we know Bravo and Ryo, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bates, but like one of the better tag teams, in my opinion, that you could have for NXT. Like that was
And
good.
even with the shenanigans, I thought it was a great match. Like, they still had really good, like, moments. Like, we had El Grande give Bravo the metal piece, but, he never really hit it. He got, like, hit before he could use it, and so they
Mhm.
eventually got taken out by Jackson Drake, pulled it out of the mask, and he ended up having it or no. Yeah, he had it, and then he gave it to
Smoke.
one of the other guys, I think. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah, Ricky Smokes, and he put it in his, like, tights,
Yeah, and then
um,
he got hit on the
and then he got
top
kicked
rope.
there. Yeah, he got hit there. But even with the shenanigans from everyone, I still thought it was a really, like, well done match.
It was.
Yeah, that was fucking great. Like, that was again, I could be because Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, they're from the old NXT, they've been there since fucking 20, I guess NXT UK, but like they carry those vibes of like having those type of takeover style matches, and that match felt to me the closest in the tag division to the old tag division that we had of like UE and fucking FTR, like just the
Mhm,
legacy of that,
mhm.
and DIY and all of those teams, even back to the day of Matthews and Murphy, or is it not Matthews? Murphy and Blake and Murphy. I can remember their name for a second.
Yeah,
Like even like there was just like a good 5 year period. It felt like that tag division just takeovers was just, dude. Here comes the tag match. We're about to steal the show.
yep.
And that was almost the same tonight. Like, that match fucked so hard. I fucking loved that match.
Yeah, and, like, I feel like the NXT tag division all around is starting to convert to that.
I
Um,
hope.
like,
I
I
wasn't a
think
fan of and I like Hank and Tank in the sense of they're good, like, characters. And they're not bad wrestlers, but I can never attach to them. And whatever it is about Saints and not Saints, sorry, Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor, man, they just I guess to me, they have it. They just have that
mhm.
factor that just pulls me in.
I feel like OTM on the other side of this, talking about the tag teams, like, they they feel like the last real, like, non 2.0 tag team.
Well, they showed up in 2.0 though.
I know, but they don't feel like the 2.0 era of wrestling that we've seen. Like, Hank and Tank, unfortunately, feel like that 2.0 aspect.
I get the 2.0 aspect from OTM personally, but it's not in a bad connotation. It's just in the sense of like that's where they were from, like that's where the
Yeah,
character started. But like same with Hank and Tank, like it's not even anything 2.0 related. It's just nothing attaches me to them.
that's true. It's
It's
just
funny though,
the
and they're
Belly
good wrestlers.
Boys, my god.
You think because I like good wrestling that, but I don't know what it is. Like they put on good matches. I just never ever have the urge to like, man, I can't wait for that Hank and Tank match,
I
even though they
understand.
have good matches.
Hey, don't forget about your favorite tag team now, Old Dark State.
Yeah, we had Dion Lennox tonight attack and I figured too, because the way they were holding the camera angle, I go, someone's about to do something, Miles. And
Mhm,
sure enough, Dion Lennox came out and attacked him. But I did find it interesting. We had the segment after later on where he was backstage all hyped and everyone was hyped except for Saquon. And then
mhm.
Saquon voices his pleasure saying he's seeming about you. I found that interesting because the other guys didn't seemingly have that same feeling until he brought it up.
It didn't. But like Shaquan Sugars kind of sees what's going on. The other two are still wanting to follow. I feel at some point we're gonna have Shaquan break out on his own, which I feel like when you have them in the ring, Sugars puts on the better matches in the four.
I think him and Osiris really always get my attention the most. Osiris is a really solid big guy. I wouldn't put him on the level of I don't even know if I would say Jasper Troy's that good. Jasper Troy's good because he's very powerful, and so like I don't know what it is about. Like I'd say Osiris might be more like technically sound, but I
Mhm.
think I guess just Jasper is just really I don't know. I think Osiris is a little bit of an underrated guy right now.
Yeah, Osiris the Virus. I don't know why he's underrated, but that's
I
he
really think
is.
Dark State. I
Yeah,
think it's just because of Dark State, and Dark
yeah,
State has had its moments where they've been enjoyable, but I'm just kind of over them.
that's 100% at this
But,
point.
what did you think of Miles and Johnny? I thought that match wasn't, like, bad, but it definitely was my least favorite of the show.
Yeah, we seen Johnny wrestling. He kind of had a little bit of his NXT moments. But I don't know what is happening, Johnny Gargano.
I thought it
Uh,
was funny during the match how they, like, they started and then I don't remember if he got, like, hit or what, but he did the plank again for a little
yeah,
bit, but then he got up, it was like a roost. He got up, was like, "Ah," and he hit him or whatever that was funny. But yeah, like, the match wasn't terrible, but I just never got sucked into it.
yeah, I agree. Um, but Miles put up a good match against Johnny Gargano. Or,
Yeah, it took three born agains zigzags to get the win.
my only question is he
And no
gonna?
Rebel Heart. Stupid heel team again.
Oh yeah, I think if he would have came out with Rebel Heart, he would have won. What it was, but
What was your question is what?
is Johnny Gargano gonna go back to the the press, laying on the backstage
Find out
parts?
next Friday on SmackDown. You got 3 hours.
I wish they could figure out something creatively right now for him.
It's intriguing, but it's like, I don't know, we just have to wait and see, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, yes. I don't know. I like
Like if winning a gauntlet match for the North American title shot, stand and deliver, and then him losing is not gonna bring his spark back. I don't know, maybe this does. Maybe after this he's like, you know what, I did lose and now I see though that I can compete that level. I don't fucking know. Who knows?
maybe he. You can't really do anything with him right now because they ain't got nothing for him. I guess at WrestleMania, where they could throw him in at Andre the
Johnny
Giant.
Gargano, 2026 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle
Uh,
Royal winner.
yeah.
I don't know. Dude's been in the company for a decade, and I don't know. Tommaso Ciampa's been in AEW for a few months, and he's already feels like a bigger star than he ever did in WWE. So,
Well, I mean, Gargano could always be the next TNT 7-day champion.
hey, even though Ciampa had a short reign, I still think it made him feel like a bigger thing than even though it was short. Like I still think it did more from him than ever he did in WWE.
It did.
Except for maybe the NXT title. I that's arguable on that. But like main roster wise, for sure, he felt bigger in AEW than he ever felt in main roster.
I agree, and he seems like he's having more fun. You can tell it by his attitude, but
Oh, the matches he's having are demon-esque. Every fucking episode, he's just fucking putting on amazing matches.
yeah, the one on Collision, him and Ace Austin, then Juice was
I
crazy
heard
too.
that was really good.
That
It was
was good.
space.
Both of them were
Um,
great.
yeah, so I don't know where they go with Johnny, but yeah, for sure him and Miles was my least favorite match. It's just I couldn't get as hooked.
Unfortunately, it was I know this was kind of Gargano's way of maybe you know passing the torch to Miles, but then it was interrupted by Dark State. Kind of just killed the whole fucking thing for me.
So Zol and Saria was really good. It was really stiff. They were laying into
Fuck
like the
yeah, it
elbows
was.
and shots for sure. Dude, Soul with her soul snatchers, dude, are so fucking crazy.
Dude, the one on the fucking ramp.
On the ramp, yeah. And
Jesus, man.
Zarya kicked out of that one, and then she hit a normal one right after that, and Zarya kicked out. That was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then the spear
So
through the middle
that's what
rope.
surprised me. I thought that meant she would win. I was like, "Oh, she just kicked out of a fucking one on the ramp and then a normal one." But then the fact that she had a third and then that's what ended it, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not upset with it, but that was interesting."
It shows I guess what it takes to put down Zarya. She's tough, strong. You gotta, hit her with all your best finishers, which she did.
And she did, and Soul kicked out of 2 F5s, I believe.
Yeah, and a spear
Yeah, I
because you got it
think
through
she
the
had a
middle
few
rope.
spares. Oh,
Yeah,
that one through the middle was pretty crazy.
yeah. It could have. I thought the way she hit her head on the rope. I know that shit hurt.
Oh, fuck yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't as much as I wanted it to be Zarya to win, I thought it's fine because Soul's so popular already
Mhm.
that they can do more with her in NXT. I mean, she's had everything but the women's title, the main
Yes.
title. So I'm fine with her getting it. I don't know if they'll keep her how much longer. I don't know. I'm fine if she's there until I don't know if I'm fine with Soul being there till next and deliver, but at least until SummerSlam
Yeah.
in July or August.
Because I feel like even though WrestleMania should be the reset, I feel like it'll end at the reset will be at SummerSlam.
They definitely need to do a draft soon on the main roster. Like it's been a couple years. Like we did do the whole transfer portal bullshit a couple years ago, or like a year and a half ago. But they definitely need to do it. And I don't think like I don't know, do like what they do in my GM and 2K. Like there's like you keep your champions or whatever. Or even
Mhm.
then, I don't know. I did like the old way of how like they would do the matches against each other, like on Raw and SmackDown, and then the winner would get a pick and they would just be random from that rip brand and champions were included.
Yeah.
That was neat. Like that was very like anything can happen.
Wasn't that
So
how
I
we
really wish they'd kinda go back to that format.
yeah, that's how we got John Cena on Raw, wasn't it? And Batista on SmackDown?
So they did a double Cena draft. So he got drafted to
That's right.
what was it? I don't even remember which one he was on that. But he got drafted to the other show, and then then the next one when they were continuing the draft, he got drafted back.
That is right.
He was like, "This is the last pick," again, redrafted. Um, yeah, like, cause I don't hate them, like, going up and making the picks, like, those are cool, but I would rather prefer, like, that match, like, the winner of the brand, like, gets to pick the pick.
Yeah. You know, and I know it wouldn't happen, but, like you said, on my GM, like, even the 3rd brand gets to be involved in it and can pick people, and that would really change things up. So, like, you have NXT people going to Raw and SmackDown because NXT drafted some of the big names from
I just
Raw.
don't think that needs to happen with NXT being more of an
Ah,
actual,
yes. Yeah, develop.
um, developmental right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely more developmental now than it was 5 years ago
I feel
or
it
6 years
some
ago.
honestly, I feel like Evolve should take the developmental side. I feel like NXT can stand as its own show, not be developmental.
I don't, because now that house shows are gone, like, NXT gets house shows, so that helps them a lot, but, like, I feel like there's no need, like, yeah, it's beneficial to put, like, Johnny down there to help, guys like Miles for one-offs, stuff like that. I'm not the biggest fan of, like, when Dolph came down and won the title for a bit,
Oh,
or, like, the New
horrible.
Day. Like, Dom, I felt that was fine because Dom was obviously young and
Mhm.
fitting for that type of thing, but, like, yeah, like, stuff like older, like, that's why I'm like, a lot of WWE's rosters in their late, mid-30s, majority of them at least. I mean, you got Mello and Braun and a few others, Dom and stuff like that, some younger people, but, like, I feel like the majority of everyone is, like, 35 and older, 33 and older.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that you should be right now, which NXT is heavy young. I mean, you got a few of the older guys down there, but not really. I mean, Ethan's and Ricky are in their 30s, stuff like that. You know? But, like, I don't think you need a lot of those guys that age up there in NXT, unless they've never been in NXT before or whatever the reason.
Yeah. That
I guess that's maybe why they want Hobbs there, he's, like, already 41. I don't know.
I don't know. That's an odd situation on
Well,
itself.
again, it's not even they don't want Hobbs there, I think he wanted a part of his deal that he was not gonna be in NXT. I think the rumor I saw, I don't even remember from where, but a rumor, so who knows how true that is. But, yeah, so what was the last match? I don't even remember the last match we left off on. Oh, Soul Zarya. Oh, no, no, Johnny Miles, I'm sorry. Blake Tatum was good, though, that was kind of a good, match. I think, wasn't, like, the greatest match, but it was a bit better than Johnny Miles.
It was, and I think I cringed harder in this match than I did in the Soluka
Are you talking
match.
about the powerbomb off the apron?
Oh my god, onto that floor, onto
Yeah, her
the
head bounced off the mat.
yeah,
Whiplash.
and then I can't even remember what move she hit, but when she threw Tatum onto the ramp, onto her, like, side and shoulder, god, that was horrible.
Yeah, so but overall, these women, it started out slow, like, it started out methodically, and then it definitely picked up. I actually thought Blake was gonna win here.
I did too. I really thought they were going to do another short title reign for Tatum. I'm glad they didn't this time.
I feel like they might have her go straight to the main event scene, main title. So I think, with Izzy facing Soul on Tuesday, I definitely think that we could see Blake get involved or stake her claim for a title opportunity after the match, after whoever wins between the two, saying, well, since I want to face you for the shot or something like that. So I think Blake gets winner of Izzy and Soul.
That's not a bad thing. I don't think.
Or I mean, I wouldn't hate her having to win a few other matches because she did just lose the North American title match. So
That is true. But I mean, who else
I
would
can
you
see her
put?
inserting herself in this.
I mean, with we think JC's going to the main roster. I feel like Fallon and um oh my gosh, Laney is gonna follow. I don't know who else would be in the title picture that's normally on regular television for NXT. And so Blake, Izzy, Soul, Zarya will probably go for the North American. You could bring in Jada
I mean,
Parker.
JC's had it twice now, and I still feel like she might not even be going up right now.
That's true. She could take some time off and then show up. Who knows?
No, I mean, I think they might keep her down at NXT a bit longer.
That's possible.
I'm hoping not, because she's already been there since 2020, 2021.
Yeah,
She
since
was there like right before 2.0. So,
she was there with Mandy and Gigi, that whole
well, even
faction.
before that, she first showed up before even 2.0 was a thing, which was toxic.
Yeah.
So she was even there before that. She's been there long. Her and Tony have been there like super fucking long.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, Tony's been there since I think he was in what with Breaker, Mello,
2021. Yeah,
Waller.
2021.
Uh, yeah, they've been there a while. They deserve it.
You know who I miss? Good old Von Wagner. Come Tuesday. I just loved his promos, man. He should have been NXT champ. Remember when what was it? It was like the first NXT 2.0, and it was like they were doing like some type of crazy match. I was either for the NXT title or it was like a qualifier or something, and it was like a mystery opponent, and it was Von Wagner.
Yeah, I
Good
just
times, man. Vince had a great vision.
wasn't it Breaker who took him out with the steps?
Oh yeah, yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, and Robert Stone I think was his manager at the time, wasn't it?
The Von
Stone.
Wagner's, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was God.
Dude, Robert Stone's been speaking of people who've been in NXT, Robert Stone has been in NXT, I wanna say since like 2018.
Let's see. Did
Dude was like doing shit with Chelsea Green. Dude was doing shit with fucking so many people, dude. He's been there
Roberts
forever.
have been officially promoted. I want to know about that. Uh,
Uh,
Ain't no fucking way. Hang on.
was it longer than I said?
It says October 1st of 2000. Was NXT even a thing then?
No.
Who the fuck's controlling this statement?
How long has Robert Stone been in WWE NXT? See if AI gets it before you. He signed in March of 2019 with
That's what
WWE,
I
and
was
he
about to say.
debuted on March 21, 2019 at an NXT house show. So I wasn't too far off. I thought it was 2018, but yeah, so he's been there forever too. And obviously he's more of a, he's like a Nick Aldis Pierce now where he's transitioned to on-screen boss, he's still a talent, but he's not. Anyways, yeah, he's been there forever too.
Yeah, I I don't understand who the fuck put this article out. I mean, he wrestled in 2000 in TNA, so maybe that's what it was.
Dude, he used to have a fucking Jersey Shore gimmick in TNA. He was
Yeah,
Robbie E.
yeah. Even looks like someone from Jersey Shore.
Yep. Yeah, that was his whole gimmick. That was when Jersey Shore was popular. Um, but yeah, so it's just funny to see. Like, I don't think NXT needs to be in the draft. I don't need people who
No, I mean it would be
older.
nice, but I
Like,
doubt it.
I don't know. I'm good. I don't need it. Not this current NXT. If it was NXT 2019, that would make more sense. Or
Yeah,
2018, that would make way more sense. But it's not. It's not a third brand anymore. It feels like a developmental again.
maybe with the Evolve people coming up so fast, maybe. But
Mm, it just nah. I don't know. It doesn't even without them. Just even I would say since 20. I'd say since 2020, it's felt like developmental again. Like even before COVID.
yeah, I
But
guess
yeah, I don't know. It doesn't need to be part of the draft. But yeah, we desperately need a draft on the main roster.
yes, yes, we do.
Um. So let's see the main event then, just the Fatal Four Way. It was a solid Fatal Four Way. It went like 30 minutes almost, like 25 minutes.
It did, and I'm glad that they still ran the whole thing with Ethan Page and Ricky trying to get along up
Yeah, they
until
teamed up for like half the match.
yeah, and then of course Ego, of course, did the
He did the
splash.
splash off the top, and instead of hitting, I think it was Joe, he went and hit Ricky.
and then he hit him with the, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my, I didn't."
And
And
then he
he,
went to pin, and then Ricky stopped it and hit him with the fucking spear or whatever.
yeah, he was like, "Oh no!" I was just like, "That's great."
And then they would been teasing it the last few weeks, so they'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the two-time champ. No, I'm gonna get my two-time champ." Like, so it was obvious that they were, and they would do the tug of war on Tuesday with the belt.
Yeah,
So it was pretty obvious that they were gonna only get along for so long during the match, but it was done really well. I thought it was done really good. With the eventual them finally attacking each other and beating each other down during the match, not worrying about. They did go for a double pin at one point where they both pinned. I think it was Tony,
yeah,
and he kicked out. But yeah, Tony gets the title win. Been there forever. Um, yeah, I mean, they brought up on commentary too. What's phase three? And I'm like, well, wasn't it just defending and staying champion at this point? Like,
yeah. You would think so. I don't. We're not getting the family back together, so there's not another phase to go through. Phase three would be have a decent title run.
but maybe there's more to it. I don't know. What if he brings back Rizzo? I mean, she was out with an ACL, and that's what someone asked me. They're like, "Where's Rizzo?" Like, I know the other guys are doing things, but like Stacks and well, we don't know Luca. He hasn't been seen. Well, he was part of the underground match, and where Lola jumped on him. But
He's actually done a whole character change. So if you go on his
oh yeah,
Instagram,
I forgot. Yeah,
yeah,
what's he doing now? It's something. It's like a party gimmick, isn't it?
yeah, it's like a party gimmick. Yeah, it is. I don't know the name of it. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
He went from being a straight businessman to like, you know what? I need to enjoy my 20s.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Let's
So
see.
I don't know. I mean, I would assume it's just try to stay atop of NXT is what his phase three is, but hopefully they could make a cool little twist to it, make it something more interesting. I don't know. I don't know what that could be though.
Yeah, he's going. His thing now is peace, love, unity, and respect. But like,
Interesting.
yeah, yeah. I
I'm assuming
mean,
he does that character on Evolve.
yeah,
How interesting. Tony D is now a Grand Slam champion, according to Sarah. That's right. Yeah, he was tag champs in North America, now World. So Grand Slam and NXT for him. I
yep.
mean, it's kind of hard not to when you've been there for fucking 5 years.
And he is now the 4 out of 5 of the.
6.
Yeah, but he's 4 out of 5. So it was like I think Waller's the only one that hasn't had like an NXT title out of the group. It was Mellow Trick, Waller, Breaker, and Tony D'Angelo.
Dang. I thought Waller had North American, no?
No, I'm talking about the NXT title. Yeah,
Okay. I thought you meant a title in general.
yeah. He's the only one that
Um,
hasn't.
but yeah, it was a fun match. We saw the ending where, I forgot if it was both Ethan or Ricky, but yeah, I think it was before they turned each other. They set like the steps on the table, like
Yeah.
towards the table, and then eventually it led to them both getting speared through the table, which was pretty cool.
God.
Um, and then yeah, Tony went on a rampage like the last fucking minute of that match, taking out Joe and Ricky and Ethan. But yeah, very well deserved for Tony. I am curious where they lead to on Tuesday with him. See what phase three is. But yeah, solid stand and deliver.
It was. I'm glad it technically delivered on what it needed to by itself. And even more puns, it standed alone from WrestleMania. And I think
Yes.
it done
So we didn't
great.
have to fucking watch it early in the day, and then because like last year I was basically live all day. So it
Yeah.
was okay. We got stand and deliver. I think it was started at like noon my time or something, or like 11 a.m. my time.
Mhm.
And then I was like, oh well, we got WrestleMania in just a few hours, anyways, like 2 hours. I might as well just stay live until then. And we just like watched old Mania matches on YouTube. So I was live like 12 hours. So
Yeah.
like yeah, so like this year I mean I'll probably go live a few hours before because it's starting earlier. It's starting at 6 Eastern
Yep.
now,
I don't know
most
why we.
nights. So that's for my time. So that's pretty cool, honestly, because that means it'll end probably like close to 8. So that's fucking early. Then we can get our podcast in. It won't be overly late. So that's perfect.
Yeah. I
It'll
mean,
be I mean for you it'll be like 10, but like still like that's because I'm assuming it'll be like 3.5, 4 hours each night.
unless they find a way to add more to it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like we should be able to get the podcast going 10, a little before 10, if not 10 at both nights for
Yep.
you, your time. That's early. That's better than us doing it at fucking 11.
Because I feel like Mania will have a very long
Oh, it
gaps.
should. It's the
Yeah.
biggest show of the year. So I do wish one thing about Mania right now. I was talking about it on my stream tonight during Stand and Deliver. And I've seen people tweet about it because obviously they moved Mania to later April the last few years, or mid-April instead of like early April. I miss it being a bit sooner. Um, and when I even think about it, when I was younger, when I was watching, it was in March. It was mid to late March back in the day.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, obviously over time they've just moved it around based off their schedule and stuff. And I get why they could do a lot more. And essentially the main reason why that they usually moved it around from March was after No Mercy in February that they gave them extra time to build to it.
Mhm.
And there was times they added other events in there like Roadblock a month before or whatever. That was like a one off. But like I do miss that we were getting them. I feel like sometimes, like the last 2 years for sure, there's a few points where it just feels like it's filler now, the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So which is weird to say, like we've had a lot of time since Chamber, and there's been no Saturday Night Main Event, thankfully. Maybe they would have benefited from having one in between because then they could have like built something to. I don't know, maybe not. My point being, the last few weeks have felt like filler more than anything.
I agree with you completely.
So, I do wish Mania was earlier, like in April or at least end of March, something.
So I just went back and went to Google real quick and what was the date for WrestleMania? And I was just putting in numbers to see because you said March. You remember March, right?
Yeah, like, if
So
I go through the VHS tape, they'll say, like, March 29th, March whatever, we used to have
so
them in March.
WrestleMania 25 was the first technical one I found that was April 5th. The
Okay.
24th was 30, March 30th. And then you go to WrestleMania 15, March 28th. So, like, yeah, they used to be middle of March, the 23rd.
Yeah, late
Was
March, yeah.
so I don't know.
So, we've moved almost 3 weeks,
Yeah,
if almost a whole month. So and
it's
I get it, but if y it just feels like the last few years, like that because it was last year, I believe. Because WrestleMania 40 no, WrestleMania 39 was the beginning of April, like, it was, like, the first week of April,
mhm,
and then after that, I'm pretty sure 40 I might be wrong, 40 might have still been the beginning of April, but
yeah.
41, I believe, actually, last year was when they moved it a few weeks later, like, we're like, "Okay," it's because that's when they announced it to be
Yep, 19th
April.
and 20th.
Yeah, that's when, like, they had the delay on the announcement, like, we were, like, waiting and waiting and waiting, and we were like, "Oh, it's gonna be Saudi." And we 'cause they usually announce it, like, the week of Mania, they used to announce, like, the next year shows where it was gonna be. And then going into 40 or after 39, they didn't announce anything for 40, it was just like and then they finally announced, "Oh, we'll do it for the Kentucky Derby," and that's when they announced Vegas and everything. And that's when they announced, "Oh, it's gonna be later, it's gonna be just a couple weeks later than normal." So yeah, I don't know, last year kinda felt the same for some things where it was like, "Man, this feels like filler at this point," and now it's feeling like that again,
Yeah,
and we're a few weeks out.
and then it's gonna be even worse next year. I don't mean by, like, worse, like, location or anything, but, like WrestleMania 27 supposed to of course, we know it's gonna be in Saudi, right, as of right now. Like, it's gonna be, like, 2 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock watching WrestleMania. Be like
I mean, I
noon
don't
for
hate that.
be noon for you. I mean, it don't sound bad, but, like, the pre-show will be on at 10 or
I
11.
don't watch the pre-show, so I don't give a fuck.
So, like,
No, I don't watch that shit. They don't do anything important on them.
I don't know,
Maybe an interview here or there, but nothing really.
if they have matches on there, but I don't think they will. It's just
They haven't had
interesting.
matches on pre-shows at PLEs fucking really ever anymore.
I know. Tonight was the first one they've had in a while.
No, NXT does it pretty frequently. Main roster doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm just ready for them to fucking hopefully figure this out because this is last 2 years definitely feels like dragging on going into Mania.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's just the same people every main events. Like, switch it up. I know they won't do titles as their main events, but give us a non-title match that has main event feel as your main event.
I mean, or just make your title scene have better stories.
That too.
uh, but we had a return to wrestling this week.
We did, by God, we did.
I I I thought it was April Fools. Well, not because of him, but because they started the show and it was like, "Oh, we're doing the contract signing," and then they just kept having pyro happen, but like nothing was like happening. It was just pyro, and then Tony Schiavone's like, "Okay," and so the contract signing, okay, and then finally they did Judas, and I was like, "Oh, was what the fuck just happened? Was that were they April Fools joking Tony or what?" I'm so confused. So then when Jericho's theme hit, I initially didn't expect it because they totally got me with like the pyro thing, and I was so focused on that. And like, okay, we're doing the contract thing. So when Jericho's theme hit, I was like, "Oh, Jericho!" And then I clicked in my mind, "Fuck!"
It's
So I go,
Jericho.
"Boo!"
Yeah.
And then so when you go back and watch my reaction, that's literally how I react. Like I go, "Oh!" Like a shocked, surprise type of, and it comes off excited. No, I was just surprised that that's how like what happened. Like I was so focused on the pyro thing and like this doing the contact sign that I wasn't ready for them to go right into Jericho. Like that did not cross my mind. So when it happened, I was like, it really caught me off guard. I wasn't happy for it. It comes off that way in the reaction. I watch it back. I'm like, oh, I totally see it, but that's not the tone I was trying to bring across. Just really caught me by surprise.
I was excited. Um, I even pointed out while I was live talking to about it. The crowd, and it might just because they were in Winnipeg, but they were happy to see Jericho. He
Yeah,
wasn't
sang
getting
a song and
booed.
everything.
So there's a saying I've always heard that we can't miss you if you don't leave. That's something I've always heard. If you don't go away, how are we gonna miss you? So he
I
left.
always believed that until Jericho came back. And then I didn't feel that way. People will say that I'm lying and I'm just trying to cover up for no, like I'm not. There's no online persona to be had here. The last 3 years of Jericho did not make me excited to see him return
The last
in the same company that I didn't enjoy him in.
the last year of Jericho was rough. I will agree with you on that.
Last three,
I feel like he done
Jericho Appreciation Society sucked ass,
yeah.
and they just kept doing the Sammy Guevara shit. It was annoying. That was some of the worst times of AEW.
Was
Hated
that
it.
the Stadium Stampede shit too?
I
The
mean, they were
same
probably part of it, but I just that faction just booking was terrible.
it was. And
I hated
booking has
JAS.
gotten better. A lot better.
Yeah, but Jericho's consistent terrible booking hadn't there for 3 years. Oh, 2.5 because he's been gone for a bit, but
Hopefully things will be better. He's
Learning Tree was ass. There was moments like the Ishii thing where he was like walking through the arena and Ishii
that was
followed
the
in for the contract for
worst.
the ROH title. No, that was hysterical. That the match sucked. The fucking segment to the contract thing was fucking hilarious. Like there's things he does that crack me up, like little things like that. But the booking is usually pretty bad.
Is
Like,
that
if he has gimmick matches, his gimmick matches he had, like, I always remember the Bandito match for the ROH title. That
yes.
screwy fucking finish.
Yeah, and then what Bandito's mom and sister or something got
Yes.
involved.
Yeah, and Gravity and oh my god, dude. And he didn't even need that ninth fucking ROH title reign.
No, he didn't. No.
I get there was the rumors that they were trying to shop ROH for TV, and of course they didn't buy it. You know why they didn't fucking buy it? Because Jericho's the ROH champion.
Yeah. I mean Bandito's champion right now.
Well, he
Yeah.
is. I don't watch ROH. I didn't even watch
Yeah.
ROH then, but the fact that they were having Jericho parade around on AEW, I was like, nothing about Jericho from 2023, mid 2023. So since we last saw him, made me want to see him come back to AEW. I would have been more content with him going to the WWE because that's what he. It almost felt like to me like Cody when Cody the what we were calling the Codyverse era of AEW, where the whole show would be AEW feel, and then Cody's segment would happen, and it just felt completely different from the rest of the show.
Yep.
That's what Jericho felt like for me for the last 2-ish years, and then till his break.
Okay. That's a good comparison. I agree with you on that.
So, no way in shape or form am I excited for him to come back to the same company that where he made me feel that way. And
Hell,
I'm
he
sure he'll have his moments that pop me and crack me up. It might have the standout gimmick match here or there, but nothing wanted me to see him return to AEW. Not one thing.
but unfortunately, he does have a slated segment for next week.
Oh, and I'm sure it'll be interesting in some way, shape, or form, whether that be it'll be hysterically bad interesting or it'll be actually interesting and make me hooked. I don't know. I'm considering the latter, but I'm gonna hold out hope.
I, I hope it's good. I
Yeah,
really
me too.
do.
Because I love AEW right now, and I don't want that to get. It has its moments where it's like, what the fuck was that? Still to this day, like, don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
this is one that I was definitely surprised by. But as soon as I think I might have told you, as soon as the Cornerstone trademark happened, I was like, he's coming back to AEW. That
Yeah,
only makes sense in AEW.
it does. And I wonder if
And
that's
apparently, he's only Jericho. Apparently, he's not going by Chris Jericho. Even the graphic for Wednesday is Jericho.
Jericho. There's no Chris. So I
Yeah,
wonder
just
what happened
Jericho.
there.
So I am intrigued by that.
I don't know if it's gonna be really anything different. Um, he's probably gonna have another faction.
Find out Wednesday. But yeah, and so all he did is he came out, after all the fireworks stuff and all that, and he came out and he stood there, took in the fans chanting his name, all the chants that were happening, and then he just said one thing, and he said, "Winnipeg, AEW, I'm home," and that
Yep.
was it.
And the crowd ate it
Spent
up.
about yeah. So we'll find out. I guess on this coming Wednesday. I'm holding out some hope, but I'm being skeptical as fuck.
You got more hope in Jericho doing something creatively and Pat McAfee kicking Cody Rhodes in the
I
nuts.
do actually. I do. That's a good point. Yes, I do have more hope in that than I do in Pat and Randy right now. Yes.
That's good. That's good. At least something's got you excited.
I mean, AEW overall is in a good spot for me personally. Like I
Yes.
enjoy what they're doing right now. It's not like the bet like perfect by any means. I don't think any wrestling really ever is. But I mean, there's times you can get close to it. And AEW is doing a really good job at being I feel consistently good story right now. More consistent, not always consistent, but more consistent than WWE for the time being.
Yes. I
They
agree with you.
definitely have reversed the 2023 era.
They have came a long way. Like I know they've only been around for like six, like
But 2023, 2024 was rough for AEW, like creatively, storyline wise, injury wise. Like those were some rough times.
yeah. Was that when we had Jack Perry and the Young Bucks do the segment backstage where they were giving Kenny guts? Like you remember that? That was doing the diverticulitis stuff.
I don't remember what year that was, but that doesn't feel that long ago.
It it
I
doesn't.
want to say that was last year, but it
No,
might have
was
been
it?
late 2024. It might have been late 2024.
No, last year was great for AEW. 25, I
No, it
feel like
was. I would say it picked up in March. The beginning of the year still was continuing that kind of like because we were still in the John Moxley like, Death Riders are kind of like right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
This Death Rider story is kind of meh. But then once Double or Nothing season came up,
Yeah.
or not Double or Nothing, it was Revolution came up, and then Double or Nothing. Like once we started really getting going, and like I think more people will point to Double or Nothing last year being like that point that's like, okay, we're back. But I feel like Revolution was like, we're on the way last year. So for
For
sure, 2025 was one of their better years, but it was the beginning of the year was still like a lot of us were skeptical because we were coming off some shit.
I say for me, the point where I was like, okay, AEW's fucking back was Hangman and Osprey.
Yeah, I think that was Double or Nothing, right?
Yeah, I think yeah, the end of the Owen.
Yeah, so that
Yeah,
was Double or Nothing. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are gonna point to Double or Nothing last year being that point, like we're back. But I feel like Revolution was the point where I was like, we are definitely on the turning point. Like this is the company I like.
was
This is what I like to see. So
Revolutions
Revolution
when
last year was definitely the one where I was like, we're starting to move here.
yeah, that's where they took out Brian, right? Is that when they finally made that?
Uh, let's see, because I forget because so much happens in the wrestling world. So yeah, but it was definitely Revolution that I felt like the shifts, at least for AEW, not like that WWE was on the downturn. I don't even remember what they were doing at the time.
Oh my god,
But
no, this was
Hangman defeated MJF in a normal singles match. Yes, because that match was amazing. It was only 20 minutes, but great. Mercedes defeated Momo
Mhm.
Watanabe, defending her TBS title. Swerve defeated Ricochet for the world title. Oh no, number one contendership for the world title. Okada defeated Brody King for the Continental title. Hurt Syndicate retained the tag titles over the Outrunners. Oh yeah, that was where we got the Hollywood ending, Timeless and Mariah.
Yep.
And then Kenny defeated Takeshita, which was an amazing international title match. Osprey defeated Fletcher, which was incredible in the steel cage where they started the cage where they were both standing on
Yes.
the top corners. And Moxley defeated Cope and Christian in a triple threat,
Okay, yeah, because
which that one was a little but yeah.
that's and I think that's the reason I think Double or Nothing is why I felt it because of the fuckery at the end of that one was kind of like, what the fuck
Yeah.
are we doing?
That's where we were still skeptical because it was like, oh, what was that? But like, yeah, because it was like a technical submission or whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
was. Um, But yeah, so because that's where he cashed in the casino gauntlet, like because it was just a one-on-one, and then he cashed in his gauntlet from All In or whatever. And yeah, that was I think that's what threw everyone off about that one. But like the whole show in itself, when you like look at
Mhm.
everything besides that, it's like, damn, that was a great
It-
card. Um, but yeah, I would agree, Double or Nothing was the one where everyone was like, that's when everyone could be like, oh, okay, this is it. Because then we all saw the idea of where they were going with Hangman at that time.
Oh,
So
so I will say Double or Nothing is the reason I bought my All In tickets. Because after that pay per view, I went and talked to my wife. And she keeps up with wrestling as well, and I was like, I know now where this story is going, and I want to be a part of it. I want to say I was there for the return of AEW, and she was like, "Okay, let's see what we can do." And
like, do you remember how mad everyone was when we couldn't see the AEW
oh
title? Like, it was, "Oh, here's
god,
Moxley in the stupid fucking briefcase again." Like, that was literally every
yes,
Wednesday for a
it,
while there
it was,
during the Moxley reign.
it
Like,
was,
fucking briefcase. So when he won and took out the title out of the briefcase, that pop was as big, if not louder, than him winning the match.
it was.
Like, it was insane. Like, I even forgot it was in a briefcase just because how chaotic the match was, and then Sarah was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna open the briefcase." I was like, "Oh my god, hold on, I need to catch my breath." It's like, I forgot he has to reveal the title again.
Yeah,
So, like, that like, in the end, the payoff was so insanely good. But yeah, so I'm just so glad that we have, all these companies, and of course, a lot of them are working together. So that's always really cool. Like TNA is working with WWE, and of course, WWE did buy AAA, which I wish that was more of a partnership, but it's worked out well for AAA and
it
WWE.
has, it
So I'm not
has.
against that. They've done a good job at keeping that separate entity and not. And a lot of people who watch AAA will say, yeah, they did Americanify it, which I'm not surprised by. But it seems to be paying off for the company and AAA itself. There seems to be a big boom for AAA right now.
Yeah, AAA is technically, I guess, going on right now,
Oh,
as
that's
well
right,
tonight.
Saturday.
And so Fraxium, there was a tag match where it was Team USA versus Team Europe, and Axiom represented Team Europe, and Nathan Fraser
Ooh, Frazier was
represented
on USA. That's
Team.
cool.
Yeah,
And they
so
faced before. We've seen them face before in WWE in different situations.
yeah, so that's what I'm looking like. Literally, it just popped up. I ain't it ain't the whole highlight, but it's just them shaking hands.
GCW's on right now too. It's funny. So during my stream, I forgot that we were gonna do the podcast, and I was talking to my chat, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got GCW tonight." I started going through the cards, like, "That's actually a pretty cool looking card." I was like, "Chat, should I stay live and watch it?" And it's like for like an hour, I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna stay live and watch GCW." And then just randomly at some point, no one said anything, but like it just clicked in my head, podcast, and I was like, "Oh, chat, we can't do GCW." I forgot podcast, and I can't skip another one we missed last night. I go, so, and I told them we're doing tonight already. And I was like, all right, I could tell them. They're like, no, do the podcast. So I have it up over here. I've had it up the whole time. I just got done with Megan Bate and Steph D. Lander. I am not obviously fully paying attention, but I'll look up here and there and see what's happening.
I
But
mean,
right now they're doing the Brody Lee Jr. and this is kind of why I wanted to watch the Brody Lee Jr. and the Joey Janela contract signing for the match at Spring Break.
yeah, that's gonna be good. Damn, that is that's gonna be a hell of a match. By chance, are you doing any special like events during WrestleMania week? Like, are you watching anything
Yeah,
that's
so a
going on?
lot of this is just on Triller Plus, which obviously another streaming service, but Triller Plus during Mania weekend is a godsend. So not everything will be on Triller Plus. But,
Mhm.
I think spring break won't be. I think I'm gonna have to pay for that separately. But, like, a lot of the like, GCW themselves, like, have, like, a lot of different shows that they do.
Mhm.
Like, during the so, like, a lot of those will be on Triller Plus. So, last year, I remember I watched and I think that's where I saw probably the worst match I've ever seen in my life. Um, it was Butterbean and Minoru Suzuki, and it
Oh
was
my god.
Mania weekend, and it was, I think, the Friday before Mania. It's like, it was right before SmackDown or something. Oh my god, dude, it was actually, it might have been Saturday, it might have been before Mania. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. So yeah, actually, if I get to see more stupid shit like that and laugh and comment about it live, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be watching. But yeah, so I have Trailer Plus right now, so I'm gonna try to keep it. I think it's gonna be due here soon because I got it last month for one of the GCW shows that I wanted to watch. But yeah, I definitely wanna. They'll have a lot on Trailer Plus during Mania weeks that I could just watch because they'll be on there. So
I know one of the shows I'm interested in is the House of Glory pay-per-view they got next
yeah,
the Thursday
so that
before.
should be really good. Yeah, there's it's what sucks about that is while that looks good, I think my local promotion that I've been going to, they're doing a Vegas show that night and it's streaming on their YouTube.
Yeah.
And so my goal and they're I'm pretty sure they're cool with me showing it on my stream. I'll have to double check with them, but that was my plan was just to react to that on that. I'm pretty sure it's the Thursday. And I think it's the same time as the House of Glory show. And I actually haven't reacted to House of Glory yet. And that was something I've been wanting to do because they've been having some really good shows lately that I always hear
Yeah.
about. Um, so I don't know. I might just be watching my local promotion.
Hey, I don't blame you. If there was a local promotion running, I most definitely would watch it.
Well, I won't be there. It'll be in
Yeah.
Vegas, but yeah. But
Like,
Sam's defending his title. It's a rematch against Niles Blood. And Sam turned heel. And it was the night before he turned heel in GCW. So, oh shit, Amanda Huber's there. Sorry. The contract signing. The Brody Lee's widow. It looks like she's there to sign the contract for Brody Jr.
t-
Um,
it's like all these cards coming up are great. Like Brody and Zilla for HOG, Ricky Sosa and Cash Flow, Bandito and Amazing Red. Like I
oh
think
my god, that match I really want to see.
yeah,
Amazing Red, even though like you'll hear people give him credit, I still think he's underrated.
he
Like people don't
is.
give him enough credit.
I completely agree with you. And it looks like Charlie, of course, is
Oh yeah, she got
Dakota
announced for
Kai.
something.
She's going for the title against Shotzi.
Is it House of Glory?
Yep.
Fuck. See, I wanna see that because and I almost went to that show a few weeks ago in Denver. It was on a Friday, and it was, Shotzi Abaddon at,
Mhm.
what's called, Lucha Libre and Laughs up
Yeah.
in Denver, and I almost went to it, but because it's a couple-hour drive, and, I had to pay parking, all that shit up in Denver, it's like, "Fuck, I kinda don't want to," but I do wish I would've went to that, I really did. Um, I really like Shotzi, met her last year at All In Weekend at not WrestleCon, but, Starrcast,
Yeah.
and she was really cool, and I regret too, I didn't get to ask her didn't think of asking her about ghost hunting stuff, she's a big ghost hunter, and I love that shit, and I didn't even think of talking to her about it. So I love Shotzi, so and I watch her YouTube videos when she does the ghost hunting stuff all the time too, so I really would love to watch her and, Charlie go at it again,
Yeah. It's
which a
gonna be a good
trailer crashed.
match. Of course it did.
Lost connection to venue during the contract signing. Oh, no. I don't know where they are tonight, but that sucks.
Tell it.
Oh, they're in LA. Damn, I wonder how they lost service in LA.
Also,
But, yeah.
Callie Armstrong's coming to NXT. I thought she's been a big wrestler on the Evolve scene. That I guess was
Yeah, she was the
announced
Evolve
tonight.
Women's Champion she lost it to Kendall. She had defended against Natalia on, like, the first Big Evolve special.
Yeah.
Um Yeah, she's always I think I've seen her once. And then we actually did a podcast. It was when they had her and Jackson Drake both lose with like back-to-back weeks on NXT, not too long after Evolve was become more of a thing. I mean, you bitched about, wow, great way to make your people feel like they're gonna be something in Evolve. And obviously they, wasn't gonna be the biggest thing, but we just like that's so weird that like your champions are making their debut on NXT and just having them lose from
Yeah.
Evolve. But yeah, I haven't seen much of her. I always hear good things, so I hope I see better than what I first saw. And it wasn't
Yeah.
even her fault, it's just because the match was short and made her lose.
Hopefully. I mean, be there Tuesday, so we'll see what they decide to do with her story wise.
Um, What else did we get on Dynamite? We finally got the signing between Omega and MJF. MJF tried to egg him on to beat him up. Bailey ended up coming out and defending Omega, and he had a really good main event against MJF in a title eliminator. Osprey and Pac, dude. It wasn't as crazy as their first match, but it was still fucked.
Yeah,
It was still so good.
and like I know he just had neck surgery, so I know why that's they're gonna continue to play that. But I feel like they kind of sometimes all promotions kind of overdo it. They come back from an injury, they kind of attack it, and then I
Well,
don't
I
know.
mean, it makes sense though, especially the neck is like the most. But
Yeah.
I found it interesting that Moxley they put the chair and then Moxley made the decision not to do it and like stop them. And they just left him there with the chair around his neck.
Do you think Osprey somehow leaves some of the Death Riders like that, either next week or at Dynasty?
That has to be something big, like for him to look strong going into Dynasty. It's the last Dynamite. Before then, um, and I'm sure something could happen on Collision too because it's on a Sunday, so Collision will be at its normal time.
Hmm.
This coming Saturday. Uh, so I don't know. Yeah, he'll definitely something will happen with him taking out someone on Collision or Dynamite before Dynasty for sure.
So another thing that I've thought they could do, and I don't know if there is anyone left, because we couldn't know. It was Osprey, Fletcher, and Mark Davis as United Empire. Is there
Mhm.
anyone else that he could bring over to help even the odds in that fashion?
Well, I don't know if you know, but last night there was a big New Japan show where he wrestled on Will
Yeah,
Ospreay.
I seen it was announced for,
And
but I didn't see anything of it.
yeah, okay, well, it was a big show last night. So he's still part of United Empire, Osprey, of course. Um Callum Newman won the IWGP World Title off of Yota Tsuji, and
Okay.
Callum is now the youngest ever IWGP World Champion, passing Shinsuke Nakamura for the youngest IWGP champion. Callum is part of the United Empire. They seemingly turned heel last night, and Will Ospreay didn't seem to like it, and they didn't like that. He didn't like it.
Okay. So that's
So I
interesting.
don't know. He did ask them for help. But then when they were I think I forget exactly, I'd have to look it up, but basically, I think they attacked Suji or something after the match. Something happened where they did something and he was not pleased by it, Osprey. So I don't know if he'll be part of the United Empire going forward much longer.
Well,
But he did ask for help for the against the Death Riders from them before.
okay. See, I was just me throwing out ideas, and by God, there it is. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
So some big shit happened on New Japan last night.
Yeah, I missed that one. I know we had a match, and they talked about it on I think Dynamite. I didn't. I didn't know that was last night.
Yeah, I believe Takeshita also was on the card. Um yeah, so it was Sakura Genesis last night. Suji lost to Newman. I got turn this thing off. It's fucking with my text. Is it not going to? Hello? Bueller? I have like this thing that like turns on dark mode for pages that don't have it, but it's like not working on this one. So it's kind of pissing me off. It's making the page load slow. I'm trying to turn it off, but it won't let me. So Cal Newman defeated Yosuji. The Knockout Brothers retained their tag titles over TMDK, which was Saber Jr. and I don't know how to say that guy's name. Takeshita retains the World TV title against Shota
Okay.
Umino in a draw. Bishamon, which is Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi and Oleg Bolton defeated House of Torture. United Empire, Will Ospreay, Gedo Khan, and Henry defeated Yu Moritaichi, Naoto Sproto. I think that's where the rest of them started beating them down, and Ospreay looked disappointed or whatever it was.
Okay.
But yeah, so he did ask for help from them.
Okay. So maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't.
Um, I was surprised the Brawling Birds and Mina beat Triangle Madness.
Yeah. And then I'm not sure what happened in the match. But I feel like at one point things seemed a little off. I think it might have been when Sky Blue went up and over and hit the floor instead of landing like a little bit on the apron to catch herself. I ain't seen a report that she was hurt, but I feel like once that happened, the match kind of like got a little off centered. But of course, me and them
Hmm.
still won.
Yeah, and it set up for well, because I think it was Jamie who got the pin, but obviously that set up for Jamie getting the match at Dynasty against Tekla.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know. I just find it weird that Tekla's losing multi-woman matches. But I mean, it wasn't her that ate the pin, so
yeah, and like I feel like the Sisters of Sin were set to tag titles for the women's division, even though they're on Megan Bain and like Lena Cross right now.
yeah, because that'd be two heel teams. So I
Yeah.
don't think that's happening right now.
So I don't know. I feel like they're kind of just in an odd spot trying to shuffle through, but there's plenty of people they could go against that Tony could put on AWTV.
I'm sorry, it was she did pin Tekla. I'm sorry.
She
So she did.
did.
She did. Yeah, she hit her. So they hit her with a heart attack, the Brawling Birds, and then hit
Yep.
her with a haterade.
Okay. That, that's even more interesting.
Yeah.
I don't.
But yeah, so she's good. And then we had Cope and Cage, and then Cage acted like he was gonna hit fucking Renee with the chair when they were doing the backstage segment. What an asshole.
And he was like, Renee? Really? Renee?
And then they went into FTR's locker room a little bit after that commercial break, and then RPG Vice were in FTR's locker room for some reason from the
Yeah.
Callis family.
I don't know how deep Don Callis's pockets really might be, or if it's just all TV play. But by God, does he got a lot of people that he can just, hey, I need you to get an ass beaten. My guys ain't got to.
Yes. I mean, well, Cage and Cope went in there and beat their ass. Because I remember
Yeah.
Rick G was like, "Yeah, yeah, beat Trent," because he hates Trent. Because Trent would always be so late to help OC when they were friends. So he just hates Trent. So anytime he sees, "Yeah, give Trent another one." Yeah, he's gonna. So I just remember them getting their ass beat.
I don't know. I like what they're doing with Cope and them. I just feel like we didn't have to have the tag titles involved, but I felt like that originally when we knew
They're
this
gonna
was
they're
coming.
gonna win the tag titles off of them. That's I think the whole point of them teaming up again for them to get that one last nostalgic tag title run.
Oh,
Cage and
yeah.
Cope.
It is, unfortunately. Like they don't in my opinion, they don't need it. Like they've already done everything in my
I
opinion.
get it because WWE didn't seemingly want to do the same thing with them that they want to do with the Hardys and Dudleys. So I get it.
Yeah. That does that looking at it that way does make sense.
Like back before even COVID hit, like Christian Cage was wanting to return, but they like basically didn't want to do anything with him. Like they just had him get RKO'd or punted or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, I think with a punt. That's the last time we seen punts. Him, Big Show, Flair.
And it was revealed like that was the end of his contract with WWE. Like, oh, damn. They sent him
Ah,
packing it. Sent him out high. But yeah, so I don't know. I get why they're doing this tag title or eventual tag title run for them. But I'm not a big fan of it.
no,
But yeah, did you see Mercedes relinquished her last title because the company couldn't fly her out? Because I guess I'm guessing. I really don't know why they couldn't fly her out, but apparently they couldn't fly her out. I'm assuming it's just because of shit going on. It was that Malaysian title or whatever.
yep.
So they just stripped her of it.
Yep. She is now zero belt Monet.
No, she has the Owen. That hasn't happened yet, so she still has it.
Technically, yes, but
She hadn't defended it, but she has it.
so she'll be showing up at Dynasty as a face.
So I don't know because Tekla and Mercedes as a face, I feel like you would need to have something. In my opinion, I think you need to have something that makes her a face on TV, not just return saying I want to be the champion. I feel like something drastic would need to happen on TV to make her because she's been heel since her whole run.
She has.
So I feel like have her come in and like saying that she wants to, I don't know, build to her becoming a face, not just like, hey, I'm here in a face now.
Maybe Tekla wins. Sisters of Sin are attacking Jamie. They take down um, Windsor, and then her music hits. Everyone thinks she's gonna be a heel. Comes out and helps.
But why would she even want to help Tekla after Jamie then? That would make no sense either. I wouldn't even believe that. I would be like, why is she even coming out here? She doesn't do with any of them.
She
And then
don't
if she were
even.
just to go straight after Tekla, I'd be like, I get you want the title, but weren't you heel? I'm so confused. Like, I build to it, not just
Yeah.
do it.
And technically, she don't have to go after anything. She can just do like Jericho and just have her music play, come out on the entrance ramp, do a CEO dance, and then
I
go
hate that. I
back.
hate when they do that. I call that the AEW trope where they just come out and stare at them from the top of the stage. I fucking hate that because they do it so much.
They do. They do it a lot.
So, I mean, if they do it, cool. It's what they do. It's they do what they do, you know. But it's what they do, as Triple H would say. I don't know. Build to it. You have till August for All In. Fucking build to her being a face at All In. I think they could do it.
They easily could do it.
So I don't want her just to come out and be like, "I'm going for the world title, bitches." Woo. No, build to it. Have her come back and get like redemption or something. Like, I don't know. She's like, just have her come back, do some normal matches, and then like one day she faces someone who's beating down someone who she fucking, I don't know, like someone sitting ringside. I don't know, like she's like in contention, and then she wins and she's leaving, and then like the person she beats beating down like the champion, whoever's ringside, and she goes and save her. You know what I mean? Build to it.
I do. It would make more sense, and to go with how AEW has evolved and gotten better with storytelling and progressively improved since what you said, like the end of
Yeah,
23, that would make sense. That would feel like, I guess, older 23, 24 stuff.
yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
Sarah said Mercedes said that they tried to negotiate, but she said she decided to relinquish the title when the agreement couldn't be made. So she was trying to, I guess, get paid what she thought, and they were like, "We can't do that. Sorry." Who knows? I don't know. Who knows what the disagreement was in the deal? But that's a bummer. I mean, she lost every other belt, so that sucks that the last one she couldn't officially lose properly. But
I don't know.
shit, business is business, I guess.
And I feel like she put over the people she lost them to. Like all the
Oh, she
reactions I've
did.
seen of them, match clips, it was good matches, and like she made the person look good and deserving of the titles.
Yes, 1000%.
So that's always a positive thing.
Just realized in my new monitor, I have one of those like little white, like foam things stuck in the.
Right?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
last time we did the podcast, after we ended the podcast, I showed you that new monitor I was gonna
yeah.
put up, which I got up. I finally got, I got up that night. But it had like the white, that like
The
white
foam,
foam
yeah.
stuff that like you shouldn't save. I just realized like in the bezel, it's stuck in there and I can't get it out.
Oh, that's gonna drive you nuts.
I did.
Every
I just noticed it. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there a white dot on my new monitor? And I realized that's what it is, and I can't get it out of the crevice. I'll get it
every
eventually.
every day you're sitting there gaming, watching
Never
any.
noticed it until this. It's literally top right, like top right corner where the corners meet. It's like that little white foam, and I could feel it, and I just can't grab it out. It's so wedged
Just
in.
get a little piece of little tweezers, you can get it.
I have tweezers actually. Now that you say that, right
Here we
here.
go. Go ahead, try it real quick.
Oh, don't scratch it.
Uh
Oh, I pushed it more in.
oh no.
Fuck. All right, you're gonna get a closer look at me. Oh no. Oh my god, it's so in there now. That's what
Oh.
she said. I don't want to scratch this either. Oh,
uh,
it's moving. Oh no, it went in more. How deep is this bezel? I can move it, but I can't like push it out. Oh, oh, yeah.
yeah, look at that. Oh my god, that was a small piece of stuff.
Yeah, look how small. I don't know if you can see it, but
It won't focus, but I
I
seen like the white dot on the end of it.
yeah, I got it. Woo. But yeah, so I don't know. Built a Mercedes, no white foam. Yeah.
Another good thing, actually, I don't think it was on Dynamite. I think it was on Collision. I know you didn't watch
Sheeta
Collision.
returned.
Sheeta returned, and the Hurt Syndicate's back. Bobby is now
And they're
cleared.
looking for more members. And you know who they need to bring in? Hikaru Shida.
You know, they
She hurts
could.
people. Not even naming.
Yeah, that's true.
She's brutal as fuck. She'd be perfect.
They could bring in Isaiah because his tag partner got hurt.
I fucking hate it. I hate Private Party. Never get a break.
I know, it fucking sucks. You know who needs a character change? I know it sounds crazy. Queen Aminata.
All right, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. What do you mean she needs a character change?
I feel like she could be a good heel.
I mean, I don't disagree, but she doesn't need a character change for that. She just needs to be a heel.
Not like okay, maybe not a character change. Maybe it's just a heel change from face. Like get
Just have
her.
her beat fucking Tekla. They have great chemistry. When we met her at Starcast, Sarah told her to keep beating Tekla's ass, and she was like, "I'll beat her ass every day."
That's true. But I just feel like it's something different. Like, we mostly think about, men joining the faction. We could have someone different join. Amanada could join. Willow could join. Someone that we don't expect to join.
Sheeta, that's the perfect not expect person.
Ah, yeah.
I feel like everyone and their mom says Willow and Aminata.
I mean, I don't really talk to a lot of people that watch AEW other than me and you, so I haven't heard it yet.
I guess Twitter. I was just scroll Twitter and I see it.
I I haven't seen anything. Like now, I feel like you've seen it 100 times. I was like, what the fuck have I not seen today?
Maybe not that many, but I've seen it at least 15 times since fucking Thursday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I
Like
doom scroll too much, okay?
I, I was about to say, like I'm on Twitter looking at shit too, like wrestling related, and maybe
Dude,
I
there's like
missed.
yesterday I got out, you could ask Sarah. I get home from like being gone all day, not being on social media for like 9, 10 hours because I'm just dashing the whole time. 'Cause I'll dash for 10 hours, dude. I'll fucking go out and about. I mean, I won't be dashing the whole time. There'll be times I'll stop and pause. I'll go eat
Yeah,
at a restaurant. Oh, I'm by this store. Let's go see what they have. I'll go into the fucking thrift store. Shit, I just fucking yesterday I came home with Mortal Kombat on VHS, Angels in the Outfield, Toy Story, fucking Broncos 1998 Super Bowl winning tape is fucking.
holy
Dude,
shit!
I'll go in. I won't just dash all the time. I'll go. Oh, I haven't been in this store. What the fuck is this? And I'll hit pause on my DoorDash while I'm waiting for an order. I'll go fucking go buy me something to eat, go fucking walk into a store, go walk around the mall or something. Like, I'm not dashing the whole time
Yeah,
that I'm out like 10 hours, but majority I am. But yeah, I'll fucking so I get home and then I'll fucking doom scroll the whole time that I wasn't home or on the internet. And so like last night I got home, I was probably doom scrolling for like
Jesus.
an hour. And then I forgot what we did after that because I got kind of tired. Oh, I played a little bit of the I finally got SmackDown vs. Raw 7 for
Oh,
PS2. So I
did
played
you? It
that a little
finally
bit.
came in. Okay.
Yeah, it was delayed a couple days, but I got it yesterday, so I played it a little bit when I got home, and then I usually just like watch random YouTube videos sometimes too. I don't know, just doom scroll really. That's what I did last night until I went to bed.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I
So
did.
I see a lot of shit like that.
Okay. Well, I did not see that.
It's just
Anyway.
people sharing their
Yeah.
thoughts, but yeah, I felt like I saw it quite a bit since it got announced Thursday.
Well, damn. All right. Someone else has
So
an
give me
idea.
Sheeta.
Sheeta, my guys. Give us Sheeta. We'll take
Oh, you know
Sheeta.
who she joined? Sunny Kiss.
Sunny Kiss. What is that?
You don't remember Sunny Kiss? They were in AEW, like the blonde hair, the feminine dude, black dude.
Oh, I do. Yeah. He
Remember it
was.
was Kenny beat Sonny in like 30 seconds and just had that like face like really? Like
Yeah.
after beating him so quick in like the AEW title tournament or whatever.
So I still remember that.
Yeah, put Sonny Kiss in the Her Syndicate. We wanna go surprises, let's go there. I'm just kidding.
I don't even. I don't even think he's with AEW anymore.
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
You know, fuck it. Big Swole.
Oh, Fight for the Fallen. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson versus Sunny Kiss for the TNT
Bro, why
title.
wasn't it Arn Anderson yesterday? Why the fuck was it Pat McAfee? Arn Anderson would have made way more sense. Sorry, I just when you said Arn Anderson, I immediately thought of the Cody thing yesterday.
Arn Anderson would have worked a lot better.
I'll come out with the Glock. I love that Glock Anderson promo when he was making fun of Cody, and then he goes, "Come on, Lee, at least you listen to me." I loved that promo. Dude, you wanna speak of bad AEW times? You remember fucking, that MMA guy that would come around? Dan Lambert?
Yes.
Like, I liked it because I'm a big MMA fan, so at first I was like, "Oh, sweet, MMA crossover, like, I love MMA." And I remember they had that match, it was like Junior Dos Santos, Andre Arlovski, and, like, I forgot who. Might have been Ethan Page or someone weird,
I think it
and it was,
was.
like, versus it was like versus fucking I don't even remember who the fuck they faced, but God, talk about dark AEW times. Like after a while, that shit was dragging on.
And then AEW also has their celebrities sometimes, and it's not as heavy as it used to be. I think the last one was really what Shaq going to the damn uh
Like in
table.
matches, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't really think of. I mean, I guess Paul Walterhausen or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, yeah, but he is a celebrity.
Um, yeah, he's an actor. I think he's won like Emmys and shit. Um, or he's been nominated. But I mean, yeah, they don't do as many. I mean, I could think of like Rick Ross coming over, but he didn't wrestle or nothing. He just
No,
appeared, and
yeah.
Bow Wow appeared and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I can't really think of anything besides a Shaq match off the top of the dome, I guess, when it comes to celebrities in AEW.
Maybe Tony realizes celebrities is not the way to go.
Well, they are, just maybe not as hard as WWE goes on them. I don't know.
Yeah,
Tony's more of pure wrestling than he is entertainment.
that is true. I do.
But we've
Uh,
been we've been yapping for almost 2 hours.
we have. My last thought though about New Japan thing that I seen was the Gabe Kid stuff.
Oh yeah, he's doing the same thing he did to AEW, but now to New Japan. He's like, oh man, we us in AEW, we waging war on New Japan. You said
Yeah,
the same thing when you were in New
yeah.
Japan about AEW.
So, do you think it's gonna make a bigger Forbidden Door with AEW versus New Japan?
No, because it didn't do it when he said the same thing about AEW when he was in New Japan. So no.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know.
fucking fucking Wrestle Dynasty felt more like a fucking battle than it fucking Forbidden Door has,
Yeah, I
or
will
whatever the fuck
agree.
it was called after Wrestle Kingdom that one year. When they had
So,
Kenny and Gabe and the few other promotional matches, that felt and shit that year that fucking Wrestle Dynasty felt more like Wrestle Kingdom than Wrestle Kingdom. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. But no, I don't. I really they could do a way better job at making Forbidden Door feel more like a battle between brands than they have the last few years for sure.
mhm, I think this year will be the year.
I hope. I was said that last year and it didn't happen. So felt like last year's definitely felt more like a normal pay per view than any of them.
Sure. Yes. I'm hoping that Tony can just continue momentum.
I felt like it didn't help last year that the G1 was at the same time as last year's Forbidden Door. That really hurt it.
Yeah, because it pulled a lot of people away because a lot of people were in the G1.
Yeah, because the G1's brutal as fuck. They're not gonna want to work fucking Forbidden Door.
No, the Forbidden Door is normally a good long like pay per
G1,
view.
you're having a match almost every fucking night. It's like
Hmm.
every other night they're putting on shows for the G1.
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, this year's I don't know the schedule this year. I'd have to pull it up, but yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think we've announced Forbidden Door yet either. Where it's gonna be, it'll be before All In, or will it be
I don't
after?
remember. I don't remember because they moved all into August again this year. So
Yeah,
last year it was in June. So maybe I think Forbidden Door was in August last year. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
maybe they'll,
If they did announce it, I don't remember.
maybe they'll bring Forbidden Door to North Carolina like the Forbidden Door.
I know the G1 starts in July again because that's when they're doing because it's opening in Chicago.
Oh, that's nice. That would be
Because
interesting to go
me and
to.
Sarah were debating trying to go to that.
Yeah, that would be nice to
I've
go
never been
to.
to Chicago, and neither has her, obviously. I mean, she's been to Vegas and I haven't, which is crazy. But yeah. So I mean, I've always wanted to go to Chicago. Like it's a city I've always, and I'm big like if I don't know if you ever heard of the show Shameless, the
Yes,
Showtime show. Yeah,
yes,
so it's based out of Chicago, and I'm a big fan of that show. So I'd love to kind of like peruse this areas where they filmed.
yeah. Shameless was a good show.
And plus, it's Chicago. I would love just to visit Chicago in general. See the Big Bean and everything,
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck that's called. Big ass fucking reflective circle thing. Fuck, I think it's called the Bean. Whatever the fuck it's
I
called.
think it is to be. Could be wrong, but I
But
think
yeah, I'd love to go to Chicago. So Sarah says, would you want to? Are you planning to go to that?
who, me?
Or you? Yeah, are you thinking about maybe going to see the G1 in July? I don't even know if we're
Ye-
gonna go. Like we've talked about it, but
I mean, yeah. If I'm able to, I would love to go to the G1.
I would love to go to a New Japan show.
just because New Japan shows they they go all out for those shows.
Ba-doom-ts.
So I wouldn't mind going if it's a possibility.
Yeah. But, yeah, let's tell people where you can find you outside the podcast.
Outside the podcast, you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Kick, and Facebook and Instagram as the Kraken Wrestling for all wrestling reactions. Um, yeah, I believe that's everywhere.
And you guys can find me Josh Vibes Up on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm everywhere doing pro wrestling content, and you'll find a lot of other content on the TikTok and Instagram outside of wrestling too, like music related stuff. So check me out, Josh Vibes Up everywhere as well. And yeah, we'll be back Monday or Tuesday, sorry, after NXT. Um, I still don't know if I'm gonna react to SmackDown next week. I kind of want to, but then I kind of don't. If if I miss a week and it's worse than the week I watched previously that made me want to miss this week, I don't know if I want to like I don't
Yeah,
know. I love WWE, but when I'm actually at that point to where like at least for SmackDown, and it's crazy because we're literally weeks away from Mania that I don't mind missing SmackDowns.
yeah, I don't blame you. I know this week I know I'm gonna be wide open. I don't know if you're gonna watch the TNA pay per view in Chicago on the 11th.
Didn't even know there was a TNA pay-per-view.
Rebellion.
I thought they just had Sacrifice or something.
Yeah, that was a Friday show. So that's like
It's
an
not like it just
NXT.
happened.
It did. It was I think it was 2 Fridays ago, 27th.
I didn't even know, so probably not. I honestly think the last TNA show I really watched was Slammiversary,
Okay.
and that left a bad taste in my mouth. So it's been a while. I mean, a lot's probably changed since then. I mean, they're on AMC now. I mean, I know the big changes, and I know who's champion. I know like the big things. I know Allie's back, and they're doing the whole Undead Realm again with all that shit and Havoc return. Like, yeah, so I see the stuff. I
Yeah.
just don't watch it. Like, I'll see highlights here and there, and I'm like, oh, if it's something that interests me, like I saw Havoc return. I like Havoc a lot. She's really cool. Someone that
Mhm.
I've rated on Twitch a lot. She's rated me. We've had little messages here and there. She's really cool.
Yep.
So, like, when people I like or like whatever they have, like, the Ricky Sosa stuff, like I'll watch that shit, like the highlights. Mm, but after last year, the way this TNA left a bad taste in my mouth, it hasn't really made me wanna watch it. I was gonna watch the MC debut, and then my mom got sick, and so that was out of the question.
Absolutely.
So, that was my last time I was gonna give it an attempt, but then my mom got really sick, so just couldn't do it. I don't know, maybe a card will entice me eventually, but as of right now, I have no plans to watch TNA.
Okay. I didn't know. I know that's gonna be on. I know. Oh god, WrestleMania week's gonna be wide open. But yeah, it's gonna be a
But
good
yeah,
week.
I'm gonna watch what I can WrestleMania week, it's funny too? So remember how I was telling you I had the GCW card up?
Mhm.
I think my Triller Plus expired during it because now it's telling me watch my Triller Plus on the video. I think that's why my video crashed. So I will re-up it because I do want to watch some of those shows. Like there's that spring break show's gonna be great. But yeah, I do plan on trying to watch a lot of shows and create a lot of reaction content off of it for WrestleMania week.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But
But
yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. 2 hours into this bitch,
yeah,
and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
yeah.